whichever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity. And you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I don't keep my ways and I come back, by all means necessary, don't vote for me. You must have electricity. That's the truth. And you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise will be a promise. But he said, if I don't keep the promise, by all means I come back for second time. Don't vote for me. You will not pay for estimated bill anymore. Now I now GBT now Ojoro, now deceit now mago, now lie, truth no day their mouth. Listen again. If I don't keep the promise and I come back for second time, waiting you say make we do. Don't vote for me again. Don't vote for me again. Don't vote for me. Good. That is the truth. By all means necessary, you must have electricity. If I don't keep the promise and I come back for second time, don't vote for me. If I don't keep the promise and I come back for second time, don't vote for me. That is the truth. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. That is the truth. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. That is the truth. If I don't keep the promise and I come back for second time, don't vote for me. Whichever way, if I don't keep the promise, whichever way, if I don't keep the promise, whichever way, if I don't keep the promise, don't vote for me, don't vote for me, don't vote for me, don't vote for me, that is the truth. Don't vote for me, don't vote for me, that is the truth. Don't vote for me, don't vote for me, that is the truth. Who says so? Who says so? Who says so? B.A.T. Who says so? Who says so? Why your leader? He fulfill him. No. He keep the promise. Not at all. Waiting he say make we do. Don't vote for me. You go vote him. No way. You go vote him. Nigga. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. That is the truth. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. That is the truth. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. That is the truth. Don't vote for me. Vote like liar. Out. Vote mago. Out. Vote GBT. Out. Vote wayo. Out. Vote incompetence. Out. Vote boro out. If I don't keep the promise, don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. That is the truth. Don't vote for me. That is the truth. If I don't keep the promise and I come back for second time, don't vote for me. That's the truth.
Showore, can throw some of these comments around. Even his own party, we are supposed to be a democracy. Have you been able to audit the AAC? Who is the chairman? So one person just running a show and then criminalizing every other person. If INEC calls for chairmanship, it is the presidential candidate. You are presidential candidate, you are treasurer, you are auditor, you are everything, but you know how to call every other person names.
Showore is more than capable of defending himself.
I would like to. He's my
and if I were you, I would tread carefully with Showore.
I say we are capable. We are from the same.
Oh, okay, yes, from the same yes. Pedigree. Have you?
Yes. What is the benefit of protesting for 30 years? Moving around and we are shouting and we cannot get into office. Imagine a Showore probably in the National Assembly. Imagine everybody is a thief, everybody is a thief, only you are the saint. At what point did you know that everybody was a thief? When it comes to leadership, Peter Obi has set a model. He has set a standard. Unfortunately, we have people, charlatans all over the place, running around recklessly, telling you that all is fair in politics. Since Tinubu removed subsidy, whose lives have changed? The governors. If you ask them, they say we have increased pocket money to governors. The percentage you are collecting, where did you put it into? How can you remove subsidy, go into borrowing spree? In the evening, Tinubu can borrow from Fair Money to Clear Money Points. He can collect from OPay to Clear Kuda. And Akpabio, the rubber stamp Senate president, they are seated there to give it under 5 minutes. Even the former Plateau State governor stated that Obi had more than 1 million votes.
Jonah Jang, the former governor Jonah Jang. And then we come to places like, of course, he will win the FCT. He won the FCT.
FCT is here as FCT. Yes.
Minister Wike is here as FCT, and the president is here too.
Who is Wike?
FCT minister.
Does he vote in FCT? If not for rascality, hooliganism that we have made a part of our public process, why should we be talking about one FCT minister? You see the INEC chairman. Even the Adams Oshomole, who used to sweat, he's doing NLC and all of that. At the end of the day, you saw him inside private jet and this thing. They were doing, all the electronic transmission and all that. So Tinubu is a person who descended onto earth, jumped away from primary, jumped away from secondary, and then ascended into university, and then somehow graduated. And even that same university, Chicago State University, since Nigerians started being critical and say we need the release of these documents, and so, do you know that on Twitter, Chicago State University, this one, don't tell anybody, they have locked their handle. It is private now because of one man. Nobody, how can you have an fake agency budget pass through an appropriations committee and nobody dictates it? You cannot allow your parliament to be a den of unarmed robbers, cavalier in their own impunity. And that is why Akpabio can tell you that we received a letter inviting us from Remi Tinubu, the wife of the president, to come and have dinner. It is like an invitation from a mother to her children. Do you know that Akpabio is Remi Tinubu's son?
This is Naija Unfiltered on Symphony TV. My name is Olawale Oluwade, and my guest today is Mr. Peter Aka, aka Peter for Nigeria. He is the NDC House of Reps candidate for the Ogoja Yala Federal Constituency. He's also a good governance advocate. My brother, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome to the show. Let's get on with our business today. Okay, before we get into the conversation, if you haven't yet subscribed, please tap the notification bell, subscribe, leave a comment below also to let us know what next you want to see on this, your preferred platform. We don't want to take any of you for granted, and thank you for following us. Now, my brother Peter, let's get into our conversation. As political campaigns have officially begun, 5 candidates who wants to be Nigeria's next president in next year's election stood before the Nigerian Bar Association at their conference in Port Harcourt a couple of days ago, and they more or less tore into each other. They went at each other's throats in a manner of speaking, and also the ruling party. Even though I don't think there was anybody that represented.
There was no representation.
Yeah, there was no representation for the ruling party. They went at each other's records and all of those. Did you watch the session? Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay, great. Give us your assessment of their overall performance, these 5 candidates, just in summary.
A summary of what happened at the NBA conference. It went a good step to show our priorities and what leaders take as important in a country. It was a good opportunity for everybody to make their case. Nigeria is in dire strait. Nigeria is facing unprecedented challenges. As a country, almost every indices of human development are pointing negatively. It does not matter the political spectrum you stand on, whether you are standing upon a mandate which you shall collapse, or you are standing, or you are an obedient, or you are an NDC or an ADC. We can all agree that the value of human life today has depreciated, the quality of life and all of that. And the fundamental challenge is not that these problems exist. The question is, what are the managers of the situation doing about it? What are their priorities? And then when you have a forum where leaders who want to get the trust of the people to lead them for another 4 years are called together, and consistently you have a current leader who hides and takes, pride in staying away from communicating with the people, that is the first and fundamental problem. That you have somebody who is occupying the highest seat of government, and somehow believes and runs it like a monarchy, where you send surrogates to run around and make reckless statements but cannot engage with the people. And then those who came together and spoke there, from listening, you can see that Nigeria has a management problem. And when you listen to all of the candidates make their case, I listened to, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, and you can see that there is a clear path in this candidate on not just highlighting the problems, but sticking to solving those problems, not taking jabs at anybody. You could see the other persons. It was almost, a shouting match between some of the other candidates. But one person stood out, Peter Obi. Why did that happen? Because he does not go to discuss other people. People go there to discuss Peter Obi. Peter Obi goes to those events to discuss Nigeria's problems and provide solutions. That was the take home, that we had an opportunity to engage with the people. But Tinubu could not go there to talk about what he wants to do. But of course, when he wants to visit the judiciary, he can afford to make them sing on their mandate, they shall stand.
To be fair, it wasn't only Peter Obi that spoke. Like I said, Omo Eleshoore spoke. Mr. Adewole Adebayo of the SDP was there, and I didn't see much of attacking people from him. Mr. Donald Duke of the People's Redemption Party,
but he said
he also was there, and gentleman, just like Mr. Peter Obi, comported himself very well.
Issues.
That was your former governor, if I'm correct.
The former governor of my state.
Fantastic.
Fantastic governor, by the way.
Fantastic. And I'm glad you reckoned that. You reckoned that he was a fantastic governor.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So 5 of them that were there, and the APM deputy or vice presidential
the former
nominee,
DSS director
Lawal Daura, he came late too, but at least he made a showing. So these 5 or 6 persons, they were there. And they did express themselves, their objectives, what they would do on subsidy, their policy, and all of those, It was towards the end that they began to, go at each other, especially from the AAC candidates.
It was from the beginning.
And many people will not be surprised because that is
a comrade
essential. Exactly. That is who Showore is. But let me go back to, so you talked about Mr. Peter Obi. What did you hear about the others? What did you hear from them? What's your opinion? How did you perceive them, their presentation, their programs especially, or what they want to do differently?
I mean, aside the fact that the APC, that is the ruling party, that is currently destroying Nigeria as a country, our economy, the lives of human beings were not there, every other person there is an opposition. And they all agree that what we have on ground today is bad. So it is not so much on dwelling on what, because everybody agrees that this is bad. What we are debating there is what is the approach to fixing it. And that is why I continue to mention to you that amongst what I listened to, Barrister Adebayo was clear. I think on the issue of subsidy, some of them even agreed with each other, some disagreed, but everybody was, we must fix the corruption in that system. Peter Obi clearly stated that I'm not going to support going back to pay subsidy, because the problem with the subsidy regime, of course, is the criminality there. So whether you are paying it, it is criminality. If you have taken it out, what are you doing with the proceeds that you took out? So amongst all of it, but the question will be interrogating the antecedents of each of the persons who spoke, their competence, their characters, their capacities, their track record of using public office for public good. And that is why you heard former Governor Mechi say, amongst the people seated here, it is myself and Peter Obi who have served in public office, except Showore, and it ran into another issue, and Adebayo, Barrister Adebayo. So what are the track records? And when you put this side by side, you would know that today in Nigeria, what are Nigerians yearning for? The young people of this country are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They want a new method of doing things. They want to ensure that in the calibration, in the priorities of government, we have leadership that has not just competence, but empathy. And that is why even when everybody spoke, Peter Obi continues to stand out. Why? Because his person, his character, his competence, his capacities, and the ability to communicate directly to the issues stood out.
Okay. Specifics. Let's get into specifics now.
Yeah.
Mr. Moyoli Showore, I think he was the first who took a shot at your principal.
Everybody.
Mr. Peter Obi. I mean, he went at him, and accused both Peter Obi and, in fact, not just Rotimi Amechi, who was deputizing for former VP Atiku Abubakar. I mean, he carpeted all of them, including Donald Duke, that they failed their
Which
governance
was a
style.
lie, and he was called out immediately.
Well, it has its own right to say whatever. He said they failed. But
No, it was a lie because he was saying Amechi said so.
Okay.
Which Amechi immediately debunked and said that wasn't true.
Now, Showore speaking specifically concerning Mr. Peter Obi, he said that his governance in Anambra was a failure. That if Peter Obi could not handle 13-month strike, by doctors and lecturers that happened when he was governor in Anambra State, how is he going to deal with the larger issues of Nigerian society? Because you would have ASU strike at some point. You're going to have Nigerian resident doctors strike at some point. You're going to have all sort of threats from even NLC, maybe Nupeng and all of that. That if Peter Obi could not handle, 13 months, that's over a year of strike. And when I listened to Mr. Peter Obi's response, I'm not sure I was really. What was your response to this?
I mean, he stated it clearly, and I hope that you had listened to it because, there is a level to which propaganda or mischief can fly. If you followed leadership and how Peter Obi became governor of the state and the issues that happened, did you follow the governorship of, Chief Mbadinoju from 1999 to Ngige? And then when Peter Obi came into power, he came in through the court and all of that. The state was almost completely grounded, dysfunctionality everywhere. And Peter Obi clearly stated, and he asked, he said, you will make the statement and say doctors were on strike. The only thing that doctors do not tell you is, why were we on strike? So when, as a leader, you come into a system and you see that there is no accredited medical, training institution, the hospitals are comatose and everything is going wrong. And then you begin to channel funds and resources into revitalizing it. And you see people within that same health sector who will rather, like it is going on today in Nigeria, you see general hospitals have almost become a mortuary. Go to Federal Medical Center, even here in Abuja, people will pay for cotton, will pay for syringe, pay for things that should be available to the people. And then the governor sees that persons who are within this sector are sabotaging the efforts of government to provide this service to the people. You will see people who will be working in government institutions, medical professionals who own their own private sectors. Before you know, they say he's here in the morning for some few hours, and then even medical people will refer you to their own private practices to go there. And then the governor says, look, enough. We must ensure that we rejig and revitalize this entire, overhaul it. What happened? The same Peter Obi who you said they had a strike under him built a teaching hospital from start to finish within how many years? At the end of his government, he became the darling of the medical profession. He became the best friend of every person who was criticizing it. So the question now is, what risk are we ready to take in order for us to get a future benefit? If governors or if doctors and medical persons were on strike in a state for 13 months, sir, and somehow there was no news of a health pandemic, mass deaths and killings, should we not pause and ask ourselves the question, what exactly could you have been doing? What happened that for 13 months, it is like nobody really missed you? You came back, you are back. Who were the people filling that gap? Who was working? That you could live for 13 months and there is no record anywhere where they say there was mass deaths. And by the time you came back, ambulances, go and ask the people of Anambra, even those who had been complaining from the beginning, when they saw the impact of what Peter Obi did with the health sector. Today, Anambra has how many accredited health institutions? Look at their primary health institutions as at when Obi left that place. So he took a bold step and said, we are going to anger some of you, but we must ensure. It was under Obi that you started seeing where ambulances had toll numbers. Almost everywhere had a toll number. You can call them and under how many minutes the ambulance is there. It was because of the actions that this man took. So when you see these lies being peddled, and then you compare that to what you have today with Tinubu, where in a budget of 2025, the entire Ministry of Health capital expenditure that was released is less than 40 million. But you have more renewed hope buses, more campaign buses, more than you have Federal Ministry of Health emergency ambulances. So you see that when you push all of this mischief, Peter Obi is a person who will tell you that public office must be used for public good. If you want to see the priorities of a government, look at their budget, education, health. So when you talk about failure in education, what exactly will Showore be saying? A person who met education at number 27 and took it to number 1 was given an award for staying to the Millennium Development Goals, which were the measures of the Human Index of Development. And you want to compare it. Showore, can throw some of these comments around. Do not forget that Showore and his, media agency played key role in bringing the APC in 2015. Even his own party, we are supposed to be a democracy. Have you been able to audit the AAC? Who is the chairman? So one person just running a show and then criminalizing every other person. If INEC calls for chairmanship, it is the presidential candidate. You are presidential candidate, you are treasurer, you are auditor, you are everything, but you know how to call every other person names.
You know, Showore is more than capable of defending himself.
I would like to. He's my leader.
And if I were you, I would tread carefully with Showore. You know,
I say we are capable. We are from the same.
Oh, okay,
yes,
from the same
yes.
pedigree. Have you?
Yes.
Okay. One other thing that Showore said was that he saw the way the participants were hailing Mr. Peter Obi during that event, and he said, you know, that he spoke to the crowd and said, you may like Peter Obi, but the fact remains that he failed as governor of Anambra State. He said, you may like him, but the fact remains Peter Obi failed in terms of the overall record of his performance. That he said Peter Obi failed. How do you respond to that?
It is a good thing for you to acknowledge that they like him. That alone is okay. For you to know that they like him. Because the thing is, one thing, you know this Nigerian thing, they will tell you if he didn't, he didn't. If it is easy to buy likeness, every politician, Peter Obi left. Somebody has been there for 8 years. The person did not support Peter Obi, was bad-mouthing Peter Obi. The immediate past governor, Chief Willie Obiano, after he had an EFCC case, he was arrested and then he was granted bail. He left to the US. Till today, he has not come back. If it is easy to get the love of the people, let Tinubu be outside, going everywhere. They say we have made bold reforms, we have done renewed hopelessness or whatever that it is and all of that. Why is it that you are not endeared to the people? The best people who are able to give a referendum on Peter Obi's administration are the people of Anambra State. So if you want to know how Peter Obi led his people and the place he has in their hearts, go to Onitsha, go to Opiweka, go to Head Bridge, go to Oka, when you see a person who has left office for more than 12 years and continues to be, you have seen videos where a current governor of the state is speaking and Peter Obi walks in. It is not, and this is the same man who will tell you we know they give shishi, meaning we don't give bribe. I will not spend stolen money from government or steal money and come and distribute for you. I will be financially prudent. I will manage your resources. And at the end of it, you still get that kind of love. There is something you are doing right. So if you are saying that you failed, let the Anambra people give a referendum on Peter Obi's leadership. And then let Showore also be able to get a referendum from whatever that he has been able to lead. I respect him. I love him. If I'm sure by the time he sees this, he will call me. But when it comes to politics, he has taken a lot of steps that I believe, if taken properly, if it is rethinked, can help us better. What is the benefit of protesting for 30 years? Moving around and we are shouting and we cannot get into office. Imagine a Showore probably in the National Assembly. Imagine everybody is a thief, everybody is a thief, only you are the saint. At what point did you know that everybody was a thief? When you people supported and helped to bring the calamity we call the APC today. So when did you realize that everybody should not be worked with? So when you become an opposition of the opposition, it becomes a problem. Because one of the greatest tragedies is that when you see people who criticize government, you spend few minutes to criticize government, and then you spend more hours to criticize people who are trying to change that bad government, you become a problem. And people will begin to look at you neither here nor there. Everybody is doing their best. Nigeria today, the Pope will not come and be president. Nigerian president will be a Nigerian. We must find common ground. We must agree. What exactly is this person bringing to the table? You cannot call, Peter Obi will tell you, I'm not a saint, but I'm not a thief. You cannot have, he said, anybody that has one thing against me, bring it out. I will stop campaigning till today. Chief Soludo, who had been running his mouth in Anambra State, told Peter Obi, he wrote in an op-ed before the 2023 election, he said that I have the records and this is part 1. By the time he tested the waters and saw the feedback, he supported Atiku in 2023. When Nigerians challenged him, till today he has not brought the second part. Did Peter Obi, is he taking pension? What? Is to save money for the state? Things that people will do in other countries and will get awarded is what you want to use as a tool to blackmail or to drag him. Any debt you sling at Peter Obi would not stick. And I think Showore should sit that out.
I interviewed, and I love the fact that you referenced saving money. Yes. That is one of Mr. Peter Obi's core achievements. Yes. You know, is fiscal discipline, fiscal management, and all of those. I sat with, where you're seated now, one of Mr. Peter Obi's staunch allies, Professor Chris Nwaokobia Jr., sat here a couple of weeks ago, And I asked him, because I did a podcast earlier, same on this platform, where he had said he does not believe Peter Obi's so-called financial prudence is the best policy, that saving money is not a good strategy of lifting people out of poverty, and all of that. In fact, Professor Chris states very clearly that under Peter Obi, poverty level was higher than under, even in Ngige, and under Obiano, under Soludo, that poverty level was 56%, the others were a bit lower and all of those. So, what's your perspective on this, that saving money? Because one of Peter Obi's greatest achievement that, in fact, endears him to the generality of Nigerians was when he articulated at a public event at the Covenant in Lagos years ago about how he saved money. His austere lifestyle, prudence, and all of those. That's what endeared him to majority of Nigerians, that at least this man will not waste our money. But Professor Chris, who is an ally of Peter Obi, is now saying that is not a best leadership, best measure of governance or leadership. Explain, speak to us.
I feel terrible about our country. Nigeria has been so used to bad leadership that when we see good ones, we fail to appreciate it. When you talk about Peter Obi saving money, that is not the hallmark of his administration. Peter Obi saved resources, money for the state, after fulfilling every campaign promises in terms of improving the lives of the people of Anambra State. I am telling you that the measure of the impact of government at the time was the Millennium Development Goals. Peter Obi set up a team that cascaded that into the Anambra State Integrated Policy for us to achieve. What exactly are the indices? Healthcare, education, infrastructure in the public, and all of that. When it comes to health and education, the records are there to speak for themselves. You can't call Peter Obi a failure. If a state was ranking, do you know that under Mbadinoju, who was there, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the vice president, will admit this to you. There was so much of an educational crisis that the federal government had to come to intervene in Anambra State, the state where Peter Obi took over from. When Peter Obi took over and then went into his reforms in the educational sector, that was when you began to hear of how judiciously the money for SUBEB and all of the educational interventions were now judiciously being put into use. So saving money was on a side of performance for Peter Obi. And then when you come to talk about savings, Nigeria today is in trouble because we have, when you give leadership, when you elect leaders, what you can expect is governance and development. When you allow criminals to hijack a system, what you have is a carnival of thieves. Norway as a country today, when it comes to single standing, has the highest sovereign wealth on its own. How did Norway get to the point it did? At a point, there was a law in Norway that every proceed from our natural resources must be saved. Nigeria today, and that was why you saw the book where the current DG of the World Trade Center, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, told you people from her book that when governors of the state were saying, distribute excess crude account, split the money and share it, Peter Obi was one of the only persons who said we should save. Because to him, we can source out resources and funds to do the job now, but we should not forget the generation that is coming. So when you begin to condemn Peter Obi's savings, you rather prefer Tinubu and Buhari, who together have raised our debt to over almost 200 trillion with nothing to show for it. Criminality everywhere. People do not even know how came about the savings and how it started, some of it in Anambra State. Part of what Peter Obi saved was that same money that was distributed across states for the state governors from the excess crude account. Some states got billions of dollars. Anambra, because of the allocation formula at that time, got a paltry about $60,000, about 20 billion to service and maintain air fleet of the president, over 99% released. Go back and forth. The person that there is a referendum on for 2027 is Bola Tinubu, not Peter Obi.
Okay, Peter. Peter.
Yes.
for a second, you don't have to.
Yes, differentiate. No, it's okay.
Get used to the fact that you are not Peter. You are Peter Aka.
I'm Peter for Peter.
When I said Peter, my mind was like, I'm not. Okay, so Peter, let me be very upfront with you.
Yes, sir.
I admire Mr. Peter Obi enormously. I have very high regards for him for a number of reasons. Personally, to me, number one, which is that I like his lifestyle. His lifestyle resonates with me. I like people who are very understated, and I detest passionately ostentation. I detest obscene display of materiality, So I admire Peter Obi on all of those. But none of these presidential candidates, no governorship candidate who sits here will get a pass. I don't care who you are. You're not going to get a pass here. We're going to hold your feet to the fire. We're going to ask you very hard and troubling, unsettling questions. Because you want to rule, you want to govern us. You want us to give you our mandate, And so this is not about Bola Tinubu. Trust me, Peter, whenever I have the opportunity to see Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even you will feel sorry for him.
That is the problem.
Or whether Atiku or whoever. But I go back to Peter. I'm saying to you, the way Peter Obi made his money, I don't think many Nigerians can doubt the genuineness, the cleanness of his wealth. I don't think many Nigerians, except you want to play mischief. That is not the question. The question is, you say you want to move Nigeria from consumption, which is basically import-dependent economy. Fair, move us to production. Because the biggest problem of Nigerian economy, we're not productive. Peter Obi says this over and over and over. It's become a mantra. But the question is, you, the number one advocate or proponent of production, what have you produced? Production is the heavy lifting of economic activity.
When you say that Peter Obi should come and he's talking about moving you from consumption to production,
yes,
and you are accusing him of being a business person, has Peter Obi been president of the country? What is the job of a government or a leader? Create an enabling environment for people to thrive. Let me tell you, sir, when you accuse Peter Obi of not directly bringing into production, one of the first things that you are going to ask, go and take example from Innocent Vehicles and ask today, call the MD of Innocent to tell you how it got to the point where they are today. What did Peter Obi do? The first person who told them that all the cars, both traditional rulers, everybody, they say that we should buy SUV. Say no, we will use made in Nigeria. They say the traditional rulers say that the cars may not be too good, though it will cause accident. Peter Obi say, you know what he said? Don't worry. Those who will die, the remaining will use the vehicles, but we will use made in Nigeria. Support local industries. Must they be owned by Peter Obi? Must he be the person who is in charge of the farm? Create enabling environment. Let people thrive. Let agro businesses grow. And that is the prosperity that is shared when you close the inequality gap. Is Peter Obi supposed to close his personal businesses and throw away because he's contesting to be president? The person who is seated in the villa now, and the challenge is that we continue to query Peter Obi, a person who has put himself out. He's the most scrutinized candidate. Everybody, somebody is talking to him. The person you should be scrutinizing and holding accountable more is Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The person who told you that the way to get it is to snatch it, grab it, and run with it. You snatch it, grab it, run to where? And hide inside the bunker. No, we are going to be able to analyze that, because the challenge is that that same person who is destroying the lives of Nigerians is insisting on going for another 4 years.
Exactly.
You have lost steam. There is no gas in your engine. There is no stamina. There is no capacity. There is no competence. There is no clarity of purpose or direction. Yet you insist on mortgaging the lives of over 200 million people because of your personal interest and ambition. And you expect us to sit down and be talking about Peter Obi, who has been in the public scrutiny for more than how many years? Come on, sir. Let us be fair to ourselves.
Peter, you will not set the agenda for us in the media. We will set the agenda for you politicians.
No.
You will not set the agenda for us. We, in the media, part of our duty, constitutionally guaranteed responsibility, is to set the agenda for you guys. And after we've done that, hold your feet to the fire.
How else?
And let me give context. One of the, this Port Harcourt presentation that they did, this interview.
NBA.
This NBA session. One of the candidates, SDP candidates, Adewale Adebayo, told Peter Obi, he told the rest that I am the only farmer here. I have Arewa farms, if I'm correct. I am a farmer. And my produce are exports. So I earn money. Peter Obi has one of the best ideas that I've listened to about agriculture. It sounds to me like somebody who actually knows what he wants to do in that sector, which is a huge, potential boost for the economy in terms of employment and GDP, and even forex earning. But the question is, again, why did you not do it when you were governor of Anambra State?
Peter Obi was a governor. You mentioned that he brought a brewery that the state bought shares in. And up till today, that investment is worth millions of dollars for the state. I have given you example of the support that Peter Obi gave to both farmers, industrialists, small businesses, persons, entrepreneurs, and all of them in the state. Are you waiting for Peter Obi to come and tell you that this is Peter Obi Farms before you know that he invested in production? What is the job of government? Create policies. The persons in is the governor of the US state of California, the owner of the business in Silicon Valley. His job there is to ensure that the policies in that state continue to make it favorable for people like that to remain there. And then another state governor will be doing something like that in Texas, so that maybe a company that is coming up, startups and the rest, will also be attracted to that place. Is it the same way that Obi handled Anambra? Is that what a person like Ododo is doing? Is that what Yaya Bello is doing in Kogi State? Because when we continue to put this spotlight, is that what Tinubu did in Lagos State, where he finished and they say Tinubu built Lagos? He reached the time of Nigeria, building materials finished. Tinubu came to Lagos when Lagos had already been a British colony. It was our former capital. Almost every major public infrastructure in Lagos was built before Tinubu came. The Third Mainland Bridge under the military. Is it the Igomo National Arts Center? They also the bridge that also the terminal that is there was built by Ambode. The BRT was brought by Fashola. The housing scheme and the educational system in Lagos was set up by the late Chief Lateef Jakonde. What did Tinubu do in Lagos? He collected tax. What company was doing it? They used Alpha Beta. When he finished, what did he do? He put himself on a life pension that includes overseas medical treatment for specified number of family members. And we are talking about Peter Obi. What exactly? Do you know the IGR of Lagos State? More than 30 states combined. So when you want to know exactly, if you want to know, have you ever wondered why people who work very closely to Bola Ahmed Tinubu are not always front and center, the more refined ones? Why is, if you want to know the truth about a person like Tinubu, you are going to question a person like Fashola, Ambode, Sanwo-Olu, Professor Yemi Oshibajo. Why are they not front and center of their campaign? Story day ground. If those ones do not want to talk, you know the people who will talk. You know Mrs. Abimbola Fashola, Mrs. Bolanle Ambode, Dr. Mrs. Claudina Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, and Pastor Mrs. Dolapo Oshibajo, their wives. Those ones will tell you. Because they know that this one, go and ask the people who worked as deputy governor under Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Can you accuse Peter Obi of converting state institutions, a place that was his college of nursing, and to a personal private, even if as a governor you tidy the paperwork, is it right to do that? So when we continue to talk about this Peter Obi has showed you a blueprint that, look, when if Peter Obi becomes president and converts the northern field that has become a killing and battlefield today into production, it's not he that is going to own the farms. There are people in Niger State today who want to farm. They need security. They need government to support them. That is what government should do, not be in the business of going to till heap or excavate. If they choose to do so, fine. If not, help others to do it. Simple.
I'll keep reminding you, my brother Peter, why Peter Obi will keep being under intense scrutiny.
More than the person who is in
of
power.
The media.
Yeah.
This is election campaign season. The man, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, let me borrow my sister Aisha's description.
Chief Bola.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his job is up.
He will go.
His job is up for grabs. And we do not want, we in the media, especially this platform, we don't want to make the mistake that happened in 2022, 2023, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, candidate Tinubu then, did not present himself for public scrutiny and still found himself to be elected. So anybody who wants to take that job there will be a searchlight that will be beamed on everything you're saying. So that when you eventually get there, we'll probably not have any skeletons. You will not say, oh, we didn't know. That's where this interrogation of Peter Obi's utterances, claims, assumptions are being discussed. Let's go back to this issue. That's MBA. The issue of subsidy removal became a very topical, and it's been topical, especially when, in fact, it was made more topical when the ADC presidential candidate, former VP,
yes,
Atiku Abubakar, threw the cat among the pigeons by saying he's going to return subsidy. You know,
yes,
President Tinubu removed it and threw the economy into a tailspin. Now, Atiku says, we have seen this experiment for 3 years. Peter Obi, Atiku, and Bola, they said they will do the same thing. So Atiku is saying, no, when I get there next year, you should give me your votes. I will restore subsidy. Now there's so much bedlam everywhere. People are complaining, Atiku is a corrupt man, he wants to do this so that I will steal it. Oh, people are saying, but your principal, Peter Obi says, he will not return subsidy.
And that is why, you know, even when I agree with you that there should be scrutiny on the candidates, it must be equal. And it must even be more on the person who is currently there.
No, it's not here with me.
No, that is what I'm saying. The media must find a way to impress on Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that they hold him accountable.
We will.
It is the duty of the media. So you cannot give Tinubu a pass in 2023.
He will not
and
get...
for 3 years, he has been going haywire, does not talk. He runs like a monarch. Contracts are being given without open bidding. We can give $15 trillion contract, Naira contract to a friend of the president who, by the way, is a convicted money launderer. We can be having so-called stakeholder meeting between insecurity and security officials in Katsina, and nobody is holding them accountable. So when scrutiny becomes excessive on one person, even after clear explanations, it begins to look like there is an undertone. And that is what Nigerians and even persons who support Peter Obi will say, this man has been out there, he has been speaking. When we talk about this so-called issue of fuel subsidy, look, the difference between Peter Obi and Bola Tinubu is like light and darkness. There is no grounds for comparison. Peter Obi is not in any court trying to defend anybody from releasing his drug trafficking or whatever case in the United States. He did not forfeit money to anybody anywhere. He has not been involved in that kind of scandal. The entire Tinubu government is a scandal. And that is why today you will continue to deal with one scandal after the other, from fake agency to fake DG to whatever it is, and all of the shenanigans that is going on. When it comes to the issue of subsidy, Peter Obi has been very clear. The problem with the subsidy regime in Nigeria is criminality and corruption. If you take out corruption and criminality from fuel subsidy, Nigeria could afford to pay subsidy. What exactly is subsidy? Subsidy is paid in different countries in different forms. What we call social security abroad, Medicare and all of that, they are subsidies.
Food stamps.
Food stamps and all of that. Thank you, sir. The problem with the Nigerian own is, what exactly were we subsidizing? If a person who calls himself Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who claimed to have worked with Mobil or whatever that knows the oil sector, and you say you want to remove subsidy, what is the important thing to do, sir? There must be a transparency and accountability in charge. We must take out government that subsidizes insecurity or terrorism and get the ones that is ready to build human life and then go after criminals in some way. So at what point do we liberate ourselves? That is why we are saying collation. We have seen a good candidate. We have seen a man who has the competence, the character, the capacity, the empathy to be leader. Coalition coalesce behind him.
Okay.
Okowa was vice presidential candidate to another party in 2023. Few weeks after some time, you heard that there was one case of 1.something trillion EFCC case. Suddenly, he's standing on mandate. Today, you have a Tinubu Daycare National Assembly who are standing upon the mandate which they shall collapse, who will have the nerves to remove qualification or forgery from our electoral act. It is no longer an offense because all is fair in politics. That is what you are seeing. So Tinubu is a person who descended onto earth, jumped away from primary, jumped away from secondary, and then ascended into university. And then somehow graduated. And even that same university, Chicago State University, since Nigerians started being critical and say we need the release of these documents, and so, do you know that on Twitter, Chicago State University, this one, don't tell anybody, they have locked their handle. It is private now because of one man, the person who is that. And tomorrow, Tinubu is telling you that I'm going to look for foreign investors. Foreign investors are looking for your primary school certificate. You are going there to go and look for foreign investor. You have not told us your secondary school. You are looking for foreign investor.
Okay. Let's round up with your own particular aspiration. And I must commend you.
Yes, sir.
Because one of the challenges I have with most of us who want a good country is that instead of us starting at a lower level, maybe council chairman, state house of assembly or house of reps, we want to be president, you know. You can't stop anybody from aspiring, but yes. I love that you want to be house of reps, and I commend you for that.
Thank you, sir.
In 1 or 2 minutes.
My name is Magnus Oroka, and this is Woto Woto TV. You know, I watched the debate at the Nigerian Bar Association where a lot of presidential hopefuls were assembled to debate on the structure and challenges of this country. But one thing that actually stood out is the fact that the performance of Omoyele Sowore was, to say the least, disheartening. One thing that clearly became evident in that debate was that I likened Omoyele Sowore to that rascal in South Africa that wanted everybody in foreigners in South Africa to go so that they can all have their jobs, and foreigners should go back. You see, to become a president, the institution of presidency is highly intellectual and has its own intellectual intricacies. So much so that just being an activist doesn't necessarily qualify you to become the president. The fact that Showore is a factor or a choice to Nigerians for presidency clearly shows how backward Nigeria has ever become. Showore is not a person that has held any political post. He has not been saddled with leadership position. Even head boy in his secondary school, he was not a head boy. He was not a class prefect. He has never held any leadership post whatsoever. Yet you want to lead this country. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. People must have antecedents to trace your leadership qualities from. In that debate, I saw Showore. The only thing he could do was attack this one, attack Atiku, attack Peter Obi, without necessarily seeing what he has for Nigeria. Even though Nigeria has become so bad that every character, every clown can say he wants to become the president of this country. As far as I'm concerned, Showore is a pretender. He's a pretender who is taking advantage of the chaos that Nigeria has found itself to pretend that he too can become the president of this country. Trust me, the likes of Showore, if given this chance, will find out that governance is different from activism. Governance is different from activism. I just see Showore as somebody who... Showore will not even win a local government. Showore is not going to even win a ward. Because he's not a factor in this thing. The two major players in this campaign, in this presidential election, is Peter Obi and Tinubu. Even Atiku is just there being driven by his Fulani ego and Fulani agenda. Atiku is Peter Obi and Tinubu. So why, if truly you love this country, trust me, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, I wouldn't even mind if Showore comes to that, hey, I want to back Tinubu to become the next president. At least you've put your force behind the obvious, the two foremost contenders, or you put your force behind a contender. But Showore is not a contender in this race. I sincerely think that some of these pretenders are just happy or self-glorifying that they are a presidential hopeful. Do you know, I once contested for the presidency of this country. I think that's the only thing that is driving Showore. The memory that he is a presidential contestant. And that, to me, Nigeria is bigger than that. If Nigeria has been reduced to that, then I think Nigeria needs some serious overhauling. Let technocrats, people who understand the intricacies of this country, contest for this country and give us and all narrow down the choices for Nigeria. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post.
Presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar is stirring up another controversy, promising to reopen Nigeria's land borders if elected in 2027, saying the closure have severely affected economic activities in northern states bordering Cameroon, Chad, Niger Republic, and Benin Republic, pushing young Nigerians who depended on cross-border trade into financial hardship. Let's take a look.
The northern states is bordering about Cameroon, Chad, Niger, Benin Republic. And you close all those borders. All our young men who are doing trading in between these countries, they carry goods here across, they do this, and all the what we call trans-border trade is a legitimate business. All the upcoming young men and women who used to have a capital of 10 million, 20 million, and they were employing 2-3 other people, and then all of them went bankrupt and unemployed. How can there be security? So I said, I'm going to reopen the borders. And I will.
All right, this has sparked reactions. Obviously, cross-border trade has long been a lifeline for millions of Nigerians in border communities. And Atiku is speaking directly to that constituency. But Nigerians will also note that the border closures were first implemented under President Muhammadu Buhari, during whose administration Atiku was a vocal critic and has since partially reopened. The question is not just whether to reopen borders, but how to secure them while keeping trade flowing. Now, before we move to other stories, I'd like to highlight this clip of, ADC presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar during his campaign photo shoot. Let's take a look. Photo shoot. And of course, I would like to highlight that as well. I mean, your thoughts on Atiku
Okay,
Abubakar.
I wanted to say that Waziri Abubakar's photo shoot might just be making some hearts flutter and beat a bit faster.
Yes.
But someone or people that he's making their hearts beat faster is the presidency, because he has been dishing out alternative solutions, criticizing policies, preferring his own alternatives, and they have been running helter-skelter here and there to try and match up. But let's talk about it. Yes, I talk about the importance of having a vibrant opposition, not just people who are releasing statements to talk about somebody's dog and somebody doing this, but actually talking about the issues and looking at how they are presenting a better alternative. The issue of the borders. One of the reasons why, as you rightly mentioned, OG, the borders were closed was to check smugglings and also to encourage local production and local agriculture. So a number of things were closed, especially and then of course to check insecurity. But the bigger conversation was around encouraging local production and also reducing the incidence of smuggling. As we said with the other policy announcements, because these are a number of them are announcements by Waziri Atiku Abubakar, would be how does he then hope to address the challenges that necessitated the closure, whether partial or full, of the borders? So I'd like to hear his ideas around encouraging local farmers to ensure that we do not affect production and uptake of local produce because of the infiltration of foreign produce. How do we check smuggling at our borders? One of the things we've complained a lot about, especially even as it affects insecurity, is our porous borders. What are his plans to ensuring that we are able to secure our borders more? Number one, do we have enough personnel? If that's not the case, is he going to use technology? So it's great to hear these announcements. It's exciting. It excites the people. It can excite the base, but we cannot afford to fall for that trap anymore. I'm not saying what he said is not good, but the interrogation or the evaluation of how good his policy announcements or decisions are would be to announce how he hopes to do it and how it will not hurt further the people that we're protecting as a result of the initial policy. So I love all this. And let us begin to exchange. That's what I'm calling for. He will definitely do that. But that's what we need to ensure that we call that.
About the subsidy.
We need to call that.
Show us the implementation.
Exactly.
And ex-user also said that.
And it's for all candidates.
Yes.
So that because we don't want audio promises.
No.
We don't want promises that will excite the people.
We want them to come out and
rigorous, detailed, and let the Nigerian people be able to interrogate your plans.
Well, I'm happy you called for that because, and Oji, thank you so much for acknowledging that. With due respect, I'm not happy with Atiku Abubakar, and I'll keep saying this thing. Like you don't like my face, I don't bloody care. Truth is, he keeps saying all of these soundbites. It's beginning to look like populist soundbite to me. No follow-up, no ideas on how it's going to be done. As regards the border closure, yes, you will open border. So, okay, and what? What when you open the border? What next? We all knew that President Buhari was wrong when he closed the border there. The inflation problem we are into, the President Buhari was part of this with this border closure. That was when they were selling that after the border closure, rice pyramid came, and his dangbana is lies. So what will you do after you open up the border and the border community? How will you spur productivity? Because you see, that border thing, it didn't only just cause problem for people trading. It caused problem for our relationship with countries like Benin Republic. And it skyrocketed prices of things, even with movement and all of that. So what will you do to spur productivity? I'm not saying people will not carry things here and there. And the border closure, has it stopped smuggling, really? It has not stopped smuggling. So they just impoverish people and make people's life more difficult. So please, you have said another one now, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Give us step-by-step way at which you are going to do it. Let's just stop this hype.
All right.
Because apparently it doesn't even look as if they even know what they are going to do when they say it. The first time he said, oh, I'm going to, at some point, didn't even go against his aid. Because they don't even know the templates on which they are working with. So they can't even talk on how they are going to remove, okay, production subsidy. Yeah, you are clarifying your age position. Right. Because there's no context.
Keep speaking.
It should keep speaking. But,
so we know the Nigerians,
but what we are saying is that
invigorating the Tinubu camp.
What we are saying, at least thanks to him, because of him now, President Tinubu has gone to say CNG, reduce price, reduce this. But please, it's not just speaking. Speak with precept upon precept. Right. That's what we are begging for.
All right. Well, meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Sheyi Tinubu, has paid a congratulatory visit to APC Presidential Campaign Council Director General, Senator Abdulaziz Yari. The two men were seen together at a meeting on Thursday in Abuja, with reports indicating that they are stepping up efforts to mobilize young Nigerians ahead of the party's campaign. The 2027 political machinery is already shifting into gear, and youth mobilization is emerging as a major battleground. And you know, this is Sheyi Tinubu that's always campaigned for his father. But Dr. Abati, meanwhile, here in Lagos State, a new video has surfaced on social media showing a Lagos State signage and advertisement agency worker removing banners of Peter Obi and the NDC House of Representatives candidate, Dr. Adefola Sheye, in Surulere. According to the user who posted the video, the Lagos State government has removed over 50 NDC campaign banners, but left all the APC banners intact. Now, Dr. Patti, if the APC banners remain standing, while only NDC banners are pulled down, that is not regulation, it is intimidation. Opposition parties have a constitutional right to campaign, and any state government that uses its agencies to selectively remove opposition materials ahead of 2027 must be held accountable. I have sent out these videos as well. I'd love for a response from that agency as well. Your thoughts?
Well, you cannot be more correct, and this is why, you know, we keep advocating for electoral offences commission, to make sure that we take electoral offences more seriously. Sections 113 to 138 of the Electoral Act, of course, frowns upon all categories of electoral, offences, including intimidation of the opposition, including the use of state structures, either at the federal level or at the state level, to intimidate, harass, and, put at a disadvantage members of the opposition. And I think, after a pattern, what you are saying before now is that these state governments, they will say, oh, they have a signage agency. And the excuse is that, oh, other political parties, they have not paid the relevant fees for putting up their billboards, for putting up. But what we have also seen is that conditions are put out there that make it very difficult for these opposition parties in many of the states to pay these signage fees. And then they are subjected to the removal of their, advertisement materials, campaign materials. The rule is that there should be a level playing field.
Yes.
It's not just President Tinubu ensuring that there's a level playing field. Even the governors, the heads of agencies at the subnational level, they also must conduct themselves like Democrats, like sportsmen who believe in democracy. And Governor Sanwo-Olu should investigate this particular matter.
Yes.
We do not want Lagos State to repeat the kind of problems we saw in 2023, when in fact in some communities, even traditional chiefs got involved. They started bringing out Oro to discourage people during election. They started bringing ritual offerings at crossroads to intimidate people. Nobody should do oro during election time.
Absolutely.
They should suspend their oro until after the election.
Yes.
Anybody that is found putting pap or rice or money across whatever it is, the person should be forced to eat it right there at the crossroads. If the intention is to intimidate the electorate.
Well said, Dr. Abasi, well said. Now to matters of insecurity in Plateau State, where a tragic video from Riom local government area of the state showing a mother grieving her deceased son has sent shockwaves across social media. In the video shared by a conflict reporter on Wednesday, a community is seen wailing over the man's dead body, who was said to have just returned from school. Let's take a look. And this is so difficult to witness. May his soul rest in peace. According to the reporter, terrorists stormed their village overnight on Wednesday, with videos like this highlighting the devastating aftermath. Meanwhile, in Kwara State, 163 residents abducted from Woro community in Kaima local government area of the state have finally reunited with their families after spending more than 2 weeks receiving medical care in Ilorin. The freed victims were escorted back to Kayama on Thursday, where emotional scenes unfolded as relatives welcomed them home. Now, a long-awaited reunion for the families of the 163 abductees after weeks of uncertainty and fear. These are 163 victims that were abducted during the February 3rd attack on Woro community, later regaining their freedom following a coordinated security operation in Kainji Lake National Forest Park. We're glad that these people have been reunited with their home. We're seeing on one side families, happy to get to have their children, and another side in Plateau State, families are mourning. And then you raise that report. We have that shocking new report from SBM Intelligence, which revealed that Nigeria has paid at least 7.78 billion naira in ransom to kidnappers from July 2025 to June 2026. The report, titled "The Capture of Nigeria's Kidnap Economy," showed that the number of people kidnapped across the country jumped by 66% in the course of 1 year. I mean, Rufai.
I know so many people that tell you that data is wrong because you see their ear is blocked to the truth. So when they tell you that we are winning the war against insecurity, we've killed something thousand people, and we know that some of the videos of the people that they said they've killed, you remember there was a day that the military brought out a video. They said it's a new killing that just happened. They fact-checked them, discovered that it was a killing that's happened long ago. So that's the kind of fake news they said. But they will say, no, everything is happening. Oji, why we celebrate the war return? What are we celebrating? Is it the trauma of the people? Have we accounted for the people that were killed in Woro that day? Oji, let's not forget. People were first killed. They buried body all through the night. Our reporter was in Woro. They buried body all through the night. This was a killing, Oji, that was avoidable. That the terrorists wrote a letter. Once they got the letter, people went to show the security forces. Then the terrorists got to know that they showed the security forces. So this was a killing that they informed them in advance that we are coming home. And they still achieved it. Right. Today we are celebrating. Do we even know if ransom was paid or not? Because the last negotiation was that the terrorists were still haggling over 100 and something million for Woro. All of a sudden we hear that they've released them because the villagers were talking to them all this while. Right. So what are we celebrating? And for Plateau, Oji, is Christian genocide. I know as I say this now, some people, they will be like earthworm when you pour salt on earthworm.
All right.
It's Christian genocide. Call a spade a spade. The person that was killed, was it some... No. We know these things that are happening, but when we say the truth, people don't want to hear it. And that's why we're asking all the political leaders, come out and tell us what you are doing. The person I'm even most angry with is, in all of this, Peter Obi. He's just be keeping away from all of this argument. Come and argue. Come and debate. Come and debate. You've told us we are going to keep subsidy. How are you going to keep it? What are you going to do? Come and tell us your own side of all of this. Right. All the other candidates, let them tell us. Because you see, we don't want people that when they get into power, trial by error. We said this thing last election. When President Tinubu didn't come out to debate, we were shouting it. They say your mouth is smelling. Who the hell do you think you are? Has he not come on to roost now? All right. Peter will be you too, yeah? Come and tell them, please. Come and tell them.
So 93.7% of these abductions happen in the north. I couldn't say it in the first part when I was talking about the north. And the fact that the percentage of ransom collected has increased significantly from 5.35%, that is it, to 34%. It means that it is now a successful economy for these criminals. And that's why we keep pushing for arrests, not just recoveries and not just announcements of what they've been rescued. Who are the people arrested? Who are the people that have been put through the process justice system so that we actually have punitive measures? If not, we'll rescue, but we'll create an economy where people are making money from kidnapping.
There's already an economy.
There's already an economy.
7 billion naira already paid in ransom. My heart goes out to
Nigeria is that, how do we guarantee the integrity of that data? Because the SBM may just be dealing with reported known cases. How about thousands of other cases not captured and not documented? And most families, even state governments, are not willing, are not likely to come forward and say, oh, this is a reporting center, we paid so amount. At best, this is an estimate. What we must continue to insist upon is that this environment should be safe, so that people do not have to buy, their own persons when they have been disappointed by institutions of state.
All right. I mean, the street they shout, people they hungry, people they cry out. Promises plenty, but the people they doubt. Nigeria get pain where we they talk about. Tinubu must go. Yeah, the people sound from Lagos to Jos, from north to south. Kidnap and killings they turn life upside down. We need a change before we lose our ground. They represent the ones where no get voice, the ones where suffer but never get choice. Every election time them come with noise. After the victory, na silence be the choice. My brother they hustle under sun and rain. Another mother they cry because of pain. The system heavy, everybody feel chain. How many tears before we break this chain? Government outshine, streets still dark. Young people searching for a little spark. Bad leadership leave a painful mark. The people they scream, but who go hear their heart? Wana kasata muche, muna sonza man lafia. Ama mutane suna chicken wahala. Ya Allah kaka womana sauki. Kakarera you can mutane no be fight. Now the truth we they sing. The suffering of the people no be small thing. A nation with God but the poor no get anything. How person go smile when hunger they ring? Kidnap while I don't enter every home. Many families they need a change before we lose our ground. They represent the ones where no get voice, the ones where suffer but never get choice. Every election time them come with noise. After the victory, na silence be the choice. My brother they hustle under sun and rain. Another mother they cry because of pain. The system heavy, everybody feel chain. How many tears before we break this chain? Government outshine, streets still dark. Young people searching for a little spark. Bad leadership leave a painful mark. The people they scream, but who go hear their heart? Wana kasata muche, una sonza man lafia. Ama mutane suna chicken wahala. Ya Allah kaka womana sauki. Kakarera you can mutane no be fight. Now the truth we they sing. The suffering of the people no be small thing. A nation with God but the poor no get anything. How person go smile when hunger they ring? When hunger don't enter everyone. Many families they live with fear alone.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, people. It's good to be back here again. How you guys doing today? Friday don't reach again. Nah. In fact, this is the last Friday of the month, right? Yes, because today is 28th of August 2026. That means August is over. September is around the corner. Election is getting close. You and I were already doing our part. What are Nigerians standing for at this moment? What are they going to do? God forbid, this election is rigged in 2027. What will Nigerians do? I saw a comment earlier on the social media platform, on Instagram to be precise, where some people were saying that, oh, they will prefer to support Sowore because Sowore is the only one that can fight for his mandate. Then I commented and I said, how stupid you people can be. So you are waiting for somebody that will help you fight for your mandate. You yourself cannot fight for your mandate. This is one of the reasons why I still have some doubt about Nigerians, because I'm not sure yet what we are doing. Honestly, I'm not sure, but still, let's keep our fingers crossed, hoping that Nigerians are tired of this suffering already, and they will make sure Nigeria is taken back in 2027. I already have cause, but before that, I would like to quickly acknowledge some of you on the comment section. Start with my mother of Mom Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Happy weekend to you. Thank you very much for all that you do for us here every day. Thank you, my brother Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do for us here every day. Thank you, Mother Peggy Monday. Thank you very much for your consistency and your support. Good evening to you, man. Thank you, Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, Michael, and Amaro. God bless you. I appreciate you all for all that you do. Thank you, Madam Eugenia. God bless you. I wish you quick recovery. Madam Stella Imasevedo. Thank you very much, man. God bless you for all that you do. Thank you very much, Divine Cross. Comfort Baby, I can see you in the building. Ozatesi in the building. Madam Emmy is with us. Thank you, my good people. God bless you all. Do your part by pressing on the like button, help us to share. And also press on the $ to encourage what we do here. Meanwhile, I'm going to put our account number on the screen and how to super chat us. Somebody actually reached out to me, even though Mr. Alabo saying this every day, but somebody personally reached out to me today that I always forget to do this. I know it's not my fault. I present a video more than 5 or 6. Then to put this one on air is not really easy for us. So I just prefer to say it with mouth. Click on the $ and I'm good to go. But I would like to play this. If I can remember, I'd like to play it all the time.
Welcome to Niger Watch Media. Today, how to super chat on YouTube and add your bank card. First, click the $ icon under any live stream. Then, choose your amount and type a message. Next, add your bank card to authorize the payment.
On the computer version, here's a live stream, okay? You see this little money icon right here? You click on that. It gives you 2 options, Super Sticker or Super Chat. If you click on Super Sticker, you get all these little options. There's a pear man, this little alligator, cat, people. There's different options here. It's different limits. Each emoji has their own money amounts. So Super Stickers, you can only send up to $50 at a time. And then what that does is it puts it at the top of the screen here. At the top bar is where it will be. So your channel, your name, will show up at the very top for a certain amount of time. So the more money you send, the longer it will stay. Now, it won't show you how long on the Super Sticker, but I'll show you here the difference between a Super Sticker and a Super Chat. So Super Chat, if you click on that, you see a little thumbnail and it says 0 seconds, okay? Anything under $5 will have no time, meaning it will go through the chat and it will just disappear. If you want your message to stay at the top, you have to send $5 or more. So the least you can send is $1, says 0 seconds. $2, 0 seconds. $5, 2 minutes. $10 for 5 minutes. $20 for 10 minutes. $50 for 30 minutes. $100 for 1 hour. $200, 2 hours. $300, 3 hours. $400, 4 hours. And the max is $500 for 5 hours. Now, there's also a limitation for your words. So if I wanted to say, this is a really cool live stream, you see as I'm typing at the top right, there's a limit. There's a 350 character limit. Let's get it to 350. I'm going to show you something real quick. All right, so 350 characters for 5 hours. If I bring it down to 4 hours, look what happens now. It limits how much I can say. Now I'm down to 330 characters. Take it down more. 3 hours, 310 characters, 290 for 2. 1 hour, 270. 30 minutes, $50 is 250 characters. So the lower the amount of money, the less you can say for a super chat message, and the less it will stay on the screen. The higher the amount of money, the more you can say, and the longer your message will stay on the screen.
In case you cannot use the super chat to support Niger Watch Media, please do use our Nigeria's account details. Watch Media, Zenith Bank, 1220238509. Remember, Niger Watch Media do not have any other account number except this one. Thank you very much for your support.
That's it. Thanks for watching Niger Watch Media.
All right, that's it. Do your part by always support us. God bless you all. Thank you very much. I got to support now. Dewale supported me earlier on. Thank you very much, Dewale. God bless you. Then we have Madam Debbie. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much as well. God bless you all, guys. Do your part. Always encourage us. Always encourage us. It's very, very important. Your encouragement is the only thing that is pushing us. I'm telling you, it's not easy to be consistent in talking about matter with concern Nigeria. It's not easy. I appreciate you all, my people. All right, my panelists, where are you guys? We have Mr. Alex with us. Mr. Alex Edo Pekin, it's been a while, for more than 78 years now. We never hear from you, sir. But I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. I have somebody on the phone, so that we can take it from there. Mother Deborah, I'd like you to talk to us, so we take it from here. Guys, press on the like button, help us to share. Take our voices far. And God bless you, my people. Okay, Mother Deborah, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Healthy.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. Thank you, man. Talk to us.
You deserve more than that. You're doing a lot.
Thank you, man.
I'm good to everyone watching. So please, you are doing your own part, and even if people don't appreciate it, but your conscience. You see, I tell people, if you do your own part, if tomorrow, God forbid, anything happen, if Nigeria goes anyway, at least you know your conscience will be clear that you stood for what is right, and
exactly.
you did your own part. At least you have that clear conscience that you did not support the wrong thing. So that is the beauty of standing up for the truth. So that whatever happens tomorrow, you know 100% that you stood for what is right.
Yes.
You will not have any guilty conscience that you contributed in any form, or you stay silent when the country was going down.
You're
for
right.
Those people who are supporting evil, and for those people who choose to stay silent, in the future, if they see the way if Nigeria failed or destroyed, they will live with their conscience, knowing that they had an opportunity to have spoken, to speak out, and they refused. And they know that they have opportunity to have supported what is right, and they refuse to. So indirectly or directly, they played a part in the destruction of Nigeria, and they will live with their conscience.
Exactly.
So let me say this: it was a very, very intelligent interview by Randy Peters. I like that guy. The fact that when he speaks, you can tell that he's very intelligent. You saw the way he countered
very intelligent
that man was asking him with facts, not propaganda, with facts. And I sent a message to Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. I said, did you listen to an intelligent truth based on facts, not Google achievements? That they will say, oh, Tinubu is doing something that we cannot see. But Peter Obi's own. If you go to Anambra State, the people of Anambra will tell you that this was what he did. The people felt the impact of everything that he did in Anambra State. It's no story. till today, just like Randy Peter is saying, that after so many years Peter Obi has left Anambra State, the people of Anambra State still remember him. They still talk about the good work that he did. How many people remember their governors or their presidents? Which president in Nigeria, as soon as they leave office, after 1 week, people forget about them because they don't make any impact.
Exactly.
So I hope those people who care about the truth, I hope you listen to everything that Randy Peter said. That is facts, not propaganda, facts, based on truth. And that was the reason why I was not happy when they were trying to abuse him because of that propaganda. And Very Dark Man came out and was just talking out of context because he does not like that Randy Peters. Sometimes that's why I sometimes don't agree with the way Very Dark Man analyzes things.
They don't like themselves. It's not only Randy Peter. Very Dark Man don't like them. They don't like Very Dark Man. So let's say it how it is.
Yeah, but it is immature. You don't like somebody doesn't mean you have to always criticize the person wrongly. There are people that don't like, but you will still be fair to the person. It's immaturity. You don't like someone. Is that why you lie? You want to lie or always say things that are not facts? That is immaturity as well.
No, I don't support that.
And what does that say about him as a person? I thought he should be a mature person. It takes maturity, even if you don't like somebody, but be honest when you are saying things. You don't allow hatred to cloud your sense of judgment. That does not say well about him. And I'm sorry, he cannot be a good leader as well. If you are a leader and your emotions cloud your sense of judgment, you can see Peter Obi, even those that don't like him, that's one quality of a good leader. You see somebody like Peter Obi, even the people that don't like him, he doesn't come out to start saying wrong things again. You don't do that as a leader.
In Peter Obi's presence, Showore were talking rubbish. Peter Obi, time to speak, he did not respond to Showore at all.
That is maturity and that is leadership. You don't allow emotions to cloud your sense of judgment. You don't. So for me, that reaction from Very Dark Man against Randy Peters that time was, for me, he went too low, and that says a lot about his kind of person. If he's trying to be a leader, and he's behaving like that, that means he will not be a good leader as well. Because clearly, judgment about Randy Peters in that incident was very, very unfair. It's very, very unfair because you don't like somebody, you just want to destroy the person. That to me is not good. It's not a good thing. Because that boy has been speaking out. You may not like some of his personality, but when it comes to political issues, that young man has been very, very consistent. He has been. Look at how he stood now to defend Peter Obi in that interview. That was a very, very intelligent performance, in fact. So people should be careful when things like that happen. And that video, Very Dark Man, that VDMD, to me, that was very, very disgraceful. That was shameful. If you actually says you want a better country and you are a good leader, you should use your platform for what is right and not using it to destroy people that you don't like. Because sometimes that's what I feel he does. He might be doing good things, but when he does things that are bad, we should call it out. Yes, you have a big platform, but use it in the right way. Don't use it to destroy people that you don't agree with. Because it's clearly that picture, that video was taken out of context. It was taken out of context, and Very Dark Man amplified it. He amplified it because he knows that he has so many followers. That was shameful and that was disgraceful. If you are a good leader, you should not behave like that. You may disagree with people, but at the same time, be fair to them. That's what leadership is all about. So if that is the way he behaves, that means if he becomes a leader tomorrow, he will not be a good leader as well. Because he allowed small emotions like that to control him. And then he tries to bring people down that he doesn't agree with. What does that say about him as a person? So Randy Peters, that was a very good one, and I really wish Peter Obi would allow him go to media and be granting interview. That boy is very, very intelligent, and he knows how to. Look at the way he tackle when they ask him about Sowore. Look at how intelligently he tackled as the case of Sowore. He didn't insult him, but what he said was pure fact. And I really hope that he will be coming out more. I like when I see people like that talk. I really hope that this election time, Peter Obi will allow him to come out and tackle some of this nonsense that these APC propagandists are pushing. You saw the way he tackled everything that man, every point that man brings. He tackled it with facts, and I really want to give him that credit. I'm really, really impressed with that interview.
Thank you.
Then regarding the insecurity in Nigeria, you can see that it's like I don't even know what to say honestly. For me, I sometimes feel that Nigerians are not even focusing on the most important problem that we have in Nigeria, which is the problem of insecurity. I really want, even all these things that Tiku is saying, for me, these are inconsequential. I really want a leader that will come and they need to start telling us what they will do to stop this political insecurity. For me, I so much believe that the insecurity, that with this kidnapping and all this in the government, they have a hand in it. It's like a political thing. Tinubu, they will release the people they want to release and allow the people they want to allow to die to just be dying. That's what it is. When they kidnap people in some certain parts, they'll go and pay ransom and release those people. But then the people, the Christians that they are killing in Plateau, the ones that they are killing in southern Borno, why are those ones not being released? Why is this? You see, for me, I think what is going on is politically, the kidnapping and the killings is politically motivated.
All right.
It's like when it happened in some part of Nigeria, the government will quickly go and pay ransom, and then they release them. But then what about those people that are being killed in Plateau, in
Thank you, Mother Deborah.
And most of those Christians, what happens to them? Why are they silent about these ones? Then they bring a few people that they pay ransom, and they want us to come and clap for them that they are doing well. We will not clap for anybody until everybody in Nigeria is safe. We want a government that will fight for everybody. Let the Christians in southern Borno, the Christians in Plateau, in Benue, every part of Nigeria, people should feel safe. Not when they kidnap people in Oyo, in Kwara, you go and pay ransom and release them, and they want us to come and clap for you. Then what happened to the other people that are they not human beings? So it's just sad. We want a president that is going to tackle insecurity head on. Everybody in Nigeria should feel safe wherever they are. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you so much, Mother Deborah. Thank you, man. God bless you. Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Amada Derba doctor can finish. I know this woman, she say it how it is, and she don't care. Even though not me, she's not happy with my stand. She called me out. So that's how it's supposed to be. Thank you very much, everyone listening to us. God bless you all. I just want to move straight to my panelists now. We have two Alex in the building, but we'd like to prioritize the one from Benin, from Amagba, my brother, my lovely brother. Alex, you're the come now. You know, because now Alex, I don't pick his supposed to talk to us. Unless I beg, appreciate her because I time I they give to you. So I beg talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for the good work you are doing. My name is Alex. Thank you. Thank you very much for.
My brother, now you they keep house now, so go ahead. God bless you.
It's been a month of Sundays or 20 days now. My sincere apology for my absence.
If you allow us to induct him into the panel before you let him speak now, we have to induct him back into the panel.
my dear brother, yeah. Thank you for that. My absence was not intentional. You know, when you see me absent like that, you know that the tapioca extract was overtaken by the H2O. In our local parlance, water don't pass Gary. So let us sometimes try and be understanding. I'm very happy to be back. Can you hear me, guys? Can somebody confirm my voice? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay,
yeah, we can.
Thank you. Yes, I just want to be sure. Listen, concerning the cinematography, what is going on in Nigeria, generally, I'm going to speak today. If you see what is going on, characteristic of a criminal, of drug barons, if I don't get it, you will not get it. Are you aware of this this restructuring that this fake restructuring that they are proposing at election campaign period? And you see the meetings that Tinubu is he's just trying to make sure three things happen. If he doesn't win, obviously he will not win. If he cannot rig elections, either he does fall back to restructuring the new constitution, we say goodbye to this republic, and the new system of government comes in where regions are going to be governing themselves. They are proposing 17 regions. These are criminals behave. Either Nigerians are ready, we are ready to die with him and take our future back, or we are ready to chase him out, or they will just declare the end of this republic and introduce 17 regions. I'm hearing a lot of cacophony, a lot of Ola Balu, a lot of bisect and dissect by intellectuals across board, across the nook and canary of the country. So I speak as an expert. So if you find it a little bit difficult to understand, maybe you should make more research. My sincere apology is not really intentional, because a lot of times when you spend too much time reading and you open your mouth to verbalize, they just come like the rattle of a gun. So once again, my sincere apology is not intentional. So Tinubu is set not to just bow like that. He just wants to make sure he continues to do what he's doing. And I have bad news for APC and those who are in their, who are in their political cocoon, who are joining the APC and the Tinubu administration to overrule and maroon Nigerians. Nigerians are tired. The economy is not economy. The security is not secured. The citizens are lamenting. It's not going to be easy this time. It's not going to be easy. We have learned in the past 3 years. We learned from 2022-23 elections. We now know who we are dealing with. So, Mr. Elvis, I completely understand your fears. It crosses my mind sometimes, but as an expert, listen, you don't push people too much. Nigerians have been pushed. It's not going to be easy this time around. Even the APC knows it. You see them meeting, you see them creating city boy group, creating, campaign council, governors. These are symptoms of fear. So we must get back to encouraging Nigerians to come out again and get their PVCs or bring out their PVCs. We must give them hope again. We must make them believe again, like we did in 2022.
We must hit the ground running. We that have the understanding, we that God has made the children of Issachar, who are the understanding of time about Israel and what Israel ought to do. As far as you've been on this journey since 2022 up till now, you are one of the children of Issachar, who are the understanding of time. So it was only Moses, Caleb, and Joshua who had the understanding of how things were going to be. Others were discouraged. It took Caleb and Joshua to encourage them that they can take these mountains. They can take these giants. So we must encourage the Gen Zs. We must encourage the youths. We should not condemn them. If we scold them, we should drag them, close to ourselves, because they are the only way we can chase away these criminals from Asoro. Listen, nobody is buying fuel cheap. Nobody is buying food stuff cheap. Nobody is secured. Nobody is, enjoying this administration. There is nothing to campaign about. Tinubu should be arrested immediately after 2022 elections. That is, in fact, before the elections, all the borders, the land borders, the sea borders, the air, everywhere should be shut down. As the election is as the result is being announced, Nigerians should be ready to mount their polling units, mount INEC offices close to them, demanding for the original results. Be ready to charge your phones, take pictures. Let's double what we did in 2022. This is the only way, because these people are mad people. When you are going to take something from a madman, you must be mad. And we are going to beg Peter Obi with everything we have. Understand, he studied philosophy. He is not acquainted with social science and political science. Please don't say to anybody that you are going to court. Don't repeat that mistake again. It was a huge mistake. We are still paying dearly for it. I understand you are not the one to tell us what to do, but you also have a role to play. We love you. We will support you. You are the only reason I still believe in Nigerian politics. You are the slim thread holding me, giving me hope that a new Nigeria is possible. So please, gentlemen and ladies, Tinubu is all out, gathering people from everywhere, gathering professors, doctors, PhD holders, lecturers, to be discussing, restructuring, to be discussing 17 regions, just to distract Nigerians so that they can make it softer, for you to have a softer ground to rig the elections. But we are not fools. We are more intelligent than Tinubu. You should think about the price of fuel. You should think about security of the nation. You should think about the youth unemployment. You should think about, the bad roads, the federal road, the state road, the looting with impunity of the governors. Tinubu should think that, the young people are smarter than him. The Gen Zs, the youth, the average guys like me and you on this platform. So as far as Peter Obi is still on the race, we will not lose hope. I understand you have your grievances. I understand you have every right to be angry. I understand, you've been abandoned, you've been battered, you've been, you are suffering. I speak now to the youths who are listening, by enemies. You come across this video. Listen, if you allow Tinubu by omission, by commission, to come into office in 2027, what you are seeing now is child's play. The kidnapping you are seeing now is child's play. Listen, the killings you are seeing now is child's play. The religious bigotry you are seeing now is child's play. The wickedness of governors you are seeing now is child's play. Tinubu is going to allow Fulani herdsmen enter schools. They are going to enter churches. They are going to cities and slaughter people. That is what he is going to do. If for the first 4 years, every politician in the first 4 years they really want to perform because they want you to bring them back. If for the first 4 years, you are seeing this wickedness, you are seeing these atrocities, you are seeing this reckless spending, you are seeing this, corruption, this massive slaughtering. Look at, if you watch now, stylishly, they've toned down the level of kidnapping a little bit. They've toned down the level of banditry, bombing, because they are the ones controlling these kidnappers. Like VDM said, that the military, the custom, the road safety, all of them are involved. Who controls them? It's the government. So for you to know that they are your real kidnappers, your governors are your real kidnappers, your senators are your real kidnappers. Tinubu is in charge of kidnapping. After, of course, somebody said Nuribadu was paying paying kidnappers from a federal account about 6 months ago. So, gentlemen and ladies, I speak to you now as an expert, as a social scientist. Don't be distracted by the so-called restructuring. It's a fraud. If they come to power, they will not tell you about restructuring again. Don't allow them to do it again. Why didn't they tell us about restructuring before now? Why didn't they tell us about 17 regions before now? Now they are dragging who should home Port Harcourt, either the Igbos or the Query or the Jaws and so on and so forth. These are all, bisect and dissect, colloquy to distract you. It's a massive distraction strategy. Don't allow it. The Gogo Medusa, the Krakom of the ancient Greek mythology, in Aso Rock, they know what they are doing. So if nothing motivates you to get your PVC and join Peter Obi on this race, think about the price of oil. Think about how you can no longer go on the road again from Benin to to Abuja or to anywhere in the southeast, in the south, in the north, in the west is riddled with government-sponsored kidnappers. VDM couldn't have said it better. God bless VDM and God bless everybody who wants a better country. Please don't be distracted. They are not restructuring nothing. They just don't want you to ask them how they've ruled. By now, they should be rolling out achievements, stadiums, electricity gadgets. They should be rolling out what they've done across the APC controlled states. He has about 32 governors or more. They should tell us what they've achieved. Instead of coming out, Peter Obi this, Peter Obi that, every chance they have is about Peter Obi. So let us stand, let us get our PVC, let us encourage the Gen Z who are discouraged. Let us not call them names. Let us not call them Yahoo Yahoo. We need them. We need their numbers. We need them to do in Nepal, if possible. So, Mr. Elvis, I will leave it here. Let me allow my brother, my namesake, make his own contribution. This is my humble Logomaki and my Logomaki Olivia without Logo Apacha. Thank you, my brother.
Logo Apacha, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for your submission. Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please, since Mr. Alex is on ground and he just brought about this news restructuring and all that, I'm not sure if we're able to do like an interview thing where we just have him and then we interview him, just to, because what he said now is very, very powerful and significant, so that we can just begin to put it out there that these are distractions that they are causing to do on Nigerians based on the election. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Gilles Amandi. Thank you. Your suggestion is put into account. My brother, Mr. Alex, thanks for your submission and for your time. Your time is very, very crucial, sacrosanct, especially this time of election. You said something that Peter Obi, might likely go to court and all that. Peter Obi has stated it that he will never go to court again. Whatever that happens,
Very good, very good, very good, very good, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good. Good to hear. Very good.
Yeah, so he's not going to court again. So what we just need now, if Nigerians can actually genuinely, organically back him up, whatever that the satanic APC are planning, Nigerians should be preparing as well to counter them. Yeah. Thank you very much. Mr. Alex Edopiki, please talk to us, sir. We have two Alex in the building today. It's been a while, Mr. Alex Edopiki. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Elvis, my brother. I greet everyone. Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much for the great support, for this wonderful son that you gave to us in this time in our lives. Thank you, thank you. God bless everyone. I'm happy to be back home because I call this my home. People of like minds and those who really care about Nigeria, those who want a Nigeria that we all should be proud of. And I know definitely we are going to be proud of our country again. Just like my brother just said, please, I want to re-emphasize this point. Let us not be distracted. Let us not be distracted. Like he said, this journey, is what we went through now, these sleepless nights. all the things that before the election, after the election, all the heartbreaks. We've been on this journey for such a long time. A child that was born 3 years ago, you should know, you have kids, you should know the development or the stage they are in now. So we've been on this. And I know definitely, by the power of the Almighty God, that we are going to get there. Nigeria must be saved. Nigeria must be rescued. We don't even need to look around. We just have to be really battle ready in every aspect of our lives. He mentioned about the Gen Zs. Yes, that is a critical group. Very, very critical. And I'm very, very sure from the indications and things that are happening around the country that the Gen Zs are going to deliver. No matter how the ethnic talk or tribalism or whatever, the Gen Zs are for Peter Obi. That group, we really need to draw them very close. Scold them, draw them close. Stick and carrot. Because they are going to be very, very critical in this battle we are going to go in. Everybody is going to be on deck. Every aspect, age group, whatever, everybody should be ready. And for the fact that it is now very, very clear that the judiciary is calm, that we have, so there is no point discussing them. We, the people, are the ones that are going to take back our country. They are going to try. He already said it before. Grab it, run away with it. And we thought maybe after this, it's going to be somebody that has been yearning, that will prepare himself to take this position, that he will have this empathy to deliver. But no, he became even worse than Pharaoh. And we all know what happened to Pharaoh. Because he did not want the Israelites to go, we all knew what happened to him. So we have a choice, and he has a choice too. We can't just continue to live like this. We can't. I don't think any Nigerian deserves what they are getting today. No one deserves it. How can this group of people just come? They say no, pain, agony, is what the only thing they have to offer to Nigerians. Even after you stole this mandate, one would have expected, yes, it's not in your hands. What did you do with it? You said, no, I'm going to use it to enrich my people. I'm going to use it to bring Nigeria down. When some people say, are we really sure that this guy is a Nigerian? I think I reason in that line. Because the type of pain that this man has brought to Nigerians, I can't understand. So my people, please, we should be very, very prepared for the propaganda, for everything that is going to be thrown on our way. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be more difficult than the last time because they have all the apparatus now. But I know one thing is certain. The people are going to overcome. We Nigerians are going to take back our country. So whatever way we can contribute, we should do it. Wherever we are, whatever we do, to encourage people to know that they have the power. They can say all they want concerning Osun State. It was a clear indication what can be done. The Northerners are doing it already. My people, if you know what is going on, then that gives me more courage. They are ready this time around. And those guys They are either extremely bad or extremely good. And where they stand now, I don't think APC has a chance. So it's just left for us where we stopped to continue until we get to that promised land that God has given to all of us. So I thank everyone, and I'm happy to be back. I may not always be here, but I'm always with you guys. I'll be following, I'll be listening to submissions, and I know definitely that at the end, it's going to be a victory for all of us. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Oga Alex Edopiki. It's good to have your voice back again. Try to be frequent, sir. Especially a lecture is around the corner. All voices are needed now. Thank you.
Yes, I will. I definitely will.
Thank you, sir. We'll see. Sir. All right, my people. I appreciate you all right there. Do your papa pressure on the like, help us to share. Let's hear from Mr. Alabo. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Mr. Alabo is not available. Give us a mandate. Are you available? Give us a mandate is not available. Okay, let's have our final submission. I'm just going straight to Mr. Alex again. Mr. Alex, please give us your final submission. 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here, Niger Watch.
I hate the fact that I call people that don't answer.
Sorry. I'm trying to drop this woman. Sorry.
That's fine. Talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Thank you, sir, for everyone that joined this program today. Alex, thank you. And the last person that spoke, God bless you, sir. We are happy. People are coming in, joining your voice for our voices to go far. Please, if you have not hit the like button, do so. Niger Watch, God bless you for what you do. Mommy Diaspora, God bless you, sir. And the backroom staff, God bless every one of you. A new Nigeria is coming, and a new Nigeria is possible. Everyone on the panel, God bless every one of you. Niger Watch, I don't know if you have seen the video of Northern youth say they don't want the APC, and they disrupted a lot of things. Everywhere scattered, say no APC. It's good sending this signal to them for them to understand that Nigeria have rejected Tinubu. Nigerians, be aware, there is something I want to draw our attention to. It's the case of Tinubu coming today, after 3 years, telling you that he wants to subsidize transportation for you. Nobody will say you should not enjoy it, but this is a scam. It's like putting fish on a hook to put in the water to get another fish. It's what APC are planning for you. He has directed governors to go back and strategize on what they would do to reduce, subsidize a lot of things. The subsidy that Nigerians have been crying for over 3 years, you say subsidy is gone. And you decide to build empire with the governors, giving so much money to the governors to an extent. Governors who sat on resources, they became confused and they became lame dog to Tinubu. He turned them into nothing. That is why you may ask yourself, you think Okpobolo saying Tinubu wants to give him 3, you think this thing is what Tinubu has offered to them, what he has given to them that is making them mad. Their senses, all governors, all the governors that belongs to APC, their brains are not working anymore. Their brain have stopped working. Sorry about that. So their brain have ceased working since they joined APC. You can't see them making sense at all. So all they see is the corruption because they are fatting. They are eating so much from the treasury, from our resources. The governor are feeding so much. So as it is today, they don't know what to do without Tinubu. That is why you see them. The governor of Delta State say his number 1 project is to make sure Tinubu win. You think it's a clear high? No. Something is working them. There is something. It's like you. You see, it's a psychological game. Go to the polling unit today and begin. For some Nigerians that are hungry, you give them just the little 5,000. Or mobilize, just give them 10,000 and say, this is what you want to do. They don't care to ask you what is the risk that attached to it. What are we going to face there? People will go in and do. That is how these people, what is affecting the Nigerian governor because of the money that Tinubu is giving them and refuse to give to the citizens who really need those money. So now they are coming back to you because it's a election time. Campaign has started. Tinubu wants to show you that he cares about you. Oh, Nigerians. I know some of you are gullible. Some of you will think, oh, he has reduced now. He said, fuel now will now be social amount. This will happen. The same man who is telling Atiku that he's a fool to return subsidy, he has started the returning subsidy. Tinubu have started though because he wants to everyone to just accept him by all means. Or he wants to show that he cares for Nigeria. It's a trap he's setting for every one of you, Nigerians. Wake up. If you think that Tinubu cares for you, a man step into office, he removes subsidy, and the only thing he could think of is to build over how many billion naira for Chetima, and bought himself yacht, bought himself how many private jet aircraft that today he did not pass through the National Assembly. He enriched himself traveling abroad. He has gone to all the Caribbean countries to go and chill, enjoy himself, travel to France, doing all those things with your resources. And Tinubu just wake up today to realize that you, Nigerian people, that you need a transport to be subsidized. You need the CNG to be subsidized. Oh, Nigerians, if you people will fall into these ploys, then there is no remedy for your cure. If you Nigerians will fall into the trap of APC, it means there is no remedy. There is nothing that can cure Nigerians again. Everyone should wake up. I am not saying it should not enjoy you if the governor of Lagos State come to start now and say all the buses today is going to be 100 naira or 50 naira anywhere you are stopping. I'm not advising you not to enter. It's your money they have stolen. Enjoy it, but make the right decision. Because if you fall into their trap and you began to have sympathy for Tinubu and APC and say, okay, you are beginning to trying to decide who to vote for come 2027. Oh, okay, he has reduced transport to now I can buy rice, Indomie now, cheap, all those things. My sister and my brother, after the election, you people do not understand. There is one thing coming. The tax is coming to you. And that tax, people will see the effect of it by February. By February next year, you people will see the effect of those tax that you are going to pay Tinubu. So all these things is setting trap for you. You people will sweat. I will remind you, Nigerians, Tinubu told you that after they declare him winner, Mahmoud declare him winner in the middle of the night, 4 a.m., the time Nigerians are enjoying sleep. Tinubu said he understands that you people did not vote for him. And he mocked Nigerians to say, however, I am here now. There is nothing you can do about it. And since then, Tinubu has been flogging Nigerians, dealing with you with hunger. Electricity, he told you, he promised you that he's going to give you. A man said that an old man who is old enough, you the Gen Z generation, old enough to be your great-grandfather, if not that he keeps changing his age. He's old enough to be your great-grandfather. Lie to you that he's going to provide you electricity. And if he fails to do that, when he comes back for second term, do not vote for me. He said, by all means necessary, I will give you electricity. Tinubu in 2022 sat down and told Nigerians,
I'm going to make WAEC free for you. Nigerians' WAEC fee today is 60,000 naira. Tinubu say, I'm going to make education free for you. He came to scam Nigerians with no fund. Today, Nigerians have been scammed. People were paying 60-something thousand for school fees. They increased the school fees to 300 and something thousand. And few people, 10% of students are benefiting from the NED fund. I'm not saying benefiting. It's a scam. They are just giving them people who belongs to their party. They want to settle and give them whatever thing they care. And they are telling you that they have done better for you. There is NED fund. It's a scam. There is nothing. A man you don't know his name, a man you don't know his age, a man you don't know his origin, you don't know who his mother is, you don't know who his father is, his state of origin, you don't know. Anything about him is fake, can never give you good governance. Every word, everything coming out of APC and Tinubu are all lies. So never you trust a man like that. Tinubu can never be trusted. Tinubu is someone who is not satisfied with wealth. Yes, Wike, his ally, are people who are not satisfied with whatever they have. They are always hungry. There are businesses that your governors are not exposed to that Tinubu have introduced them to. That is why all of them are mad for Tinubu. They want him to return. But you, the citizen, you have the power to stop. We have things in place. We have the smart ballot. We have a lot of technologies that we want to use to protect our election. So as you are going, anybody is coming with anything, get double of that thing they are coming with. You have every right to defend yourself. It's within the ambit of our constitution, within the ambit of the law for you to defend yourself. Self-defense is allowed. Anyone that wants to come and hijack your ballot papers, you have every right to defend yourself. Your election is your life. Your election is your future. So you must protect your vote. There are processes that they use in rigging election. It's a step from the polling unit. One thing they will do when they come with their planning, they don't have any plan to give you free and fair election. I have said it time with that number. We don't need to beg APC for free and fair election. But we'll make INEC to give us. We have an institution that conduct election. We will hold INEC responsible. We will hold INEC responsible. INEC will give us free and fair. Not that they wanted to give us, not that they are willing to do it. But we will force them to make the election free, fair, and credible. They don't have the power to stop us, the people. We are more than them. What is the capacity of the military? What is the capacity of the police? How many are their number? Put them together, they are not up to 1 million. They are not up to 1.2 million, neither 1.1 million. So Nigerians, if we are going to be over 30 million out of the 90-something million, out of the, sorry about that, please. Out of the 90-something million people we have as electorate, we have them, let's say, okay, we have 50 million. We know some of them are ghosts. We know some of them are manipulated by politicians. Let's say we have a turnout of 40 million Nigerians who came out to vote. Can those 1 million stop us from voting? It is impossible. It is impossible. Nigerians, we can stop them. They have given us estimated numbers of people. Let's say people who are sick, they told us we are over 230 million people in Nigeria. Let's estimate that we'll have 30 sick people who are in the hospital, who will not come out for election. Then we'll have the old people who are like 30 million also, who will not be able to walk down to come. At least 100 million people, or 150 million, or 120 million will be able. Some people do not have their PVC, who are not willing. Nobody can stop us that day to make the right decision. Nigerians, come out with your PVC, protect your vote, whatever thing that is happening at the polling unit. We have a smart ballot in place. It's a live stream. It's going to be live. Niger Watch Media will be streaming live that day. which smart ballot will give him a link and things that will make him connect and communicate with other foreign medias that you will be seeing, that will be streaming all polling units. You don't need to send your team members to there, but smart ballot can provide that for you. Just a link that you will connect to, any media house will connect to, and you begin to stream whatever thing is happening in Nigeria polling unit. If you see a politician doing something that is not normal, tag your phone, like my brother said. Get record them. Immediately will come on it. People will see it everywhere. So, as the result is happening in your polling unit, we have already covered that. Before we decide to write the result is already on the media. Everyone is seeing it. From Abuja, they will call Wike and tell Wike, don't change Rivers State election. Don't change the result of social place, because the result is in open place already. When they come, what they want to do again is to come with fake result sheet. Please make sure you cover all these things. Let the INEC people turn. And out of how many people you have in that polling unit, make sure that the ballot paper is completed. Get the number of ballot paper that the officials are holding. These are steps we want you to take. Record the numbers they are holding. If it is 100 people that are there at the polling unit that are eligible to vote, make sure the ballot paper is up to that 100. And you people will take note of the number of ballot paper so that somebody will not be somewhere. After you 100 people voted, they will now say, okay, they have accredited some people who are behind. Then another ballot paper they store somewhere will now come to double it. A lot of things are in place we have to be conscious of and monitor during that day of election. Anything you observe that is not normal, anything you see, capture it, put it on the news feed, send it. And all the polling unit agents, everyone, will be trained. That's why we are telling you, come on board, join the smart ballot, so that you will understand how to use this software. You will understand how to use the app. That day of election, you will not become a JJC. We are ready for 2027 election. And there is no room for the APC to kick us away. We are taking back our country. Let us get ready. I said 2027 election, it's about the life that you are living today, that you are suffering, and the future of your children. Make the right decision today. Take whatever thing they are giving you. Enter the free bus they are giving you. The rice they are giving, don't take if you choose not to eat those poison. But the transport, maybe because the bus where you want to go to work, there are things that you cannot avoid. You can make use of it. But on the day of election, please, my brothers and sisters, do not sell your conscience. Make the right decision. If Tinubu succeed, he knows you did not vote for him. He knows everything that makes you to vote for him that day. He bought you. You will suffer beyond anything you need. You will not have access to hospital. When you sick, you will not have access to hospital. You will even have a road to drive. If you want to drink water, you would seek Tinubu permission to do. Mark my word, if you make that mistake, Nigerians, and allow these criminals to take over government, but God forbid, that will never happen. Peter Obi is coming 2027. Atiku is desperate. He can promise you all manner of things just to say he wants to do, but he does not know the plan on how he wants to do those things he's promising you. Peter Obi is the only option we have that we trust. His track record is there, he's trusted, and is tested. And he has gone through this process, and Nigerians trust him. Let us come together, get the grassroots support, anything you want to do, mobilize. You that is in diaspora, there are people you send money back home, you should have influence over them. Please call your home. Make sure you win your polling unit. That is the way you can support with your resources. If you know you can't travel back home, do whatever thing you can do to secure your polling unit for Peter Obi come 2027. A new Nigeria is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible. And I strongly believe together we will get our country working. Thank you, Nigeria, for what you are doing. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. God bless us, and God bless the new Nigeria.
Mr. Alabo, that was a very illustrative submission. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I saw a comment I want to quickly explain. Just 1 minute.
Somebody is telling me on the conversation that we need restructuring, we need this, we disagree. Yes,
Your network is
restructuring.
not too clear like that again. You are not close to
Oh, okay,
your speaker, Mr.
yes, can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, it's better. It's better now, yeah.
Okay, we need restructuring. What is restructuring? Restructuring is going back to the regional government, where each region will govern themselves, like the Aburi Accord, Confederation, or the First Republic Constitution. It's not a problem. It was the slogan under Buhari government by our brothers from the West, the likes of Wole Soyinka and the rest of it. But why now? That's the point. Why now? It's just like you are after a criminal. You said anywhere you see this criminal, take his life. He has done too much atrocities. Shoot aside. And you catch this criminal. He's telling you, police, help me. Arrest me, police. Tinubu is going to, like, after he fails, he wants to implement restructuring, which will bring in a new constitution. If it's very clear for him, he may disrupt the electoral process. So for me, it's a distraction. Why now? Why election period? So it's just a scam. Why now? Like our brother just said now. Why are they giving us subsidy now? Why are you telling us what we want to hear now? Why are you telling governors to reduce transport fare? And why are you gathering people to be discussing restructuring? Where were you 3 years ago, 2 years ago? When Fulanis are killing people, kidnapping, poverty everywhere. Why are you telling me about restructuring this period, if not for my votes? That's the point. It's the timing. I'm not saying we don't need restructuring. It's a fraud. Guess what? If Tinubu by any means come back, he will abandon that thing. Let me give you an example. The 2014 National Confab, suggestions where everybody gathered under Jonathan is still at the villa. Buhari kept it under the carpet. Tinubu is still keeping it under the carpet. They should go and implement all those things people discuss at that national conference. So restructuring is what. Okay, I will just leave it to service. Thank you.
Mr. Alice, no need to leave. I wanted to read the 2014 confirm.
Let her finish.
Buhari use them go for toilet to know they again, no. That document they don't trash him. I'm not joking. No, they don't trash. The one
exactly.
Did, he set a committee to do his own. That one is not even available. I'm not joking.
If you watch my brother, everything they want me and you to hear is what they are doing now. Go and get your PVC and vote them out. They are going to double, triple the wickedness. If we sleep and allow them to announce results and we don't take back our country, we are going to suffer. We are going to suffer. They are going to come out. We are going to cry 10 times more than we are doing now. So Gen Zs, especially Gen Zs, youth, go and get your PVC. I understand. I will not judge you. I will not condemn you. I need you personally. We are going to do the Jehovah Witness style of campaigning this time, house to house, door to door, car to car, traffic to traffic. We'll tell people, we'll canvass. That's the only way. We should overwhelm these criminals, these devils. Why are you telling me about restructuring? I'm an historian. So there's nothing you can tell me about Aburi Accord, about the First Republic Constitution. Why now? When we were buying car for 250 million, where was restructuring? Where people are being kidnapped and killed on a daily basis, where was restructuring? Why now? 5 months, 4 months plus to election. Who is a fool? They just want to cajole you and I. Thank you.
Mr. Alice, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mr. Alabo, thanks for the earlier submission, the illustrative submission, telling Nigerians on what to do, how to prepare, not to allow the APC satanic people to ring the election. And I thank you, Mr. Alice, for standing by restructuring. Yes, I support that. Yes, restructuring is very, very important. But let's win the election first, because this calling of restructuring and all that can never ever happen on that Tinubu, because it will affect, their satanic activities. Yes, the most important thing right now is for us to continue to put our voices out there and continue to illustrate and educate Nigerians ahead of 2027. It's very, very important. Mr. Jonathan.
Mr. Elvis, the only man that can restructure Nigeria is Peter Obi. All these guys are politicians. They won't do it. Peter Obi will take it step by step.
That's why
nobody should deceive Nigerians. So APC is fake.
Yes, That's why I said let's win Nigeria first. Restructuring cannot take place. It cannot take place on that Tinubu. You know. So Jonathan, thanks for coming in, sir. Thank you so much. You are the last person on the panel. We wanted to go for final submission now. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harris. I really appreciate it. I got time to be here today. Once again, I greet you and God bless you for the good work you are doing. My fellow panelists, I greet you all. You are welcome. God bless you all abundantly. And then Mom Diaspora, once again, it's another day. God bless you greatly. And my fellow commenters and callers, I greet you all. You are welcome. God bless you all. You see, this government, I've always said it, all you just have to do is very simple. You don't need to believe anything coming out from the Tinubu government or from those other politicians, the likes of Atiku, particularly the Nigerian government. Why should you? If you do at this time believe anything coming from them, you have a problem. You yourself, you have a problem. Nigerians should not fall for this. It cannot be. It should not be. We can't fall for this. You mentioned to me here, please, and I will shut up. I promise I will just close it up for today on this platform. 5 things out of thousands of them. I'm not going to say 100. I'm not going to say 200. I will not be fair. I will only say 5. 5 things that you have heard from Tinubu government that was actually true. Please list them here and let's talk about 5. I'm ready to reduce it to 3. If anybody wants to argue it, 5.
Nail fund.
Eh?
Nail
It's a
fund.
lie. It's a lie. So because
us
it's a lie. Please mention 5. If you want to, in fact, I reduce it to 3. Since someone have mentioned net fund and it's a lie.
Coastal Road.
3.
Where they do for Niger Watch. Coastal Road. Coastal Road.
Now lie.
Subsidy removal.
It's a lie. They are still paying subsidies till today. Do we want to go there? All the money from subsidy. Do you see their arithmetic? The lies?
Mr. Jonathan,
yes,
they don't neutralize 2 million terrorists.
Neutralize 2 million terrorists. Yes. Tell me how come 500 people were kidnapped as we're speaking right now in Niger State this week, at the beginning of this week. 500 men and women and children. So they have neutralized them.
Maybe the audio neutralization now. You don't know where they go.
So how do you want to believe them for anything? Even the fake agency that a normal government will have handled with utmost transparency for the sake of the nation. For the sake of the nation, even for governance. Forget about politics. That this is the kind of thing you will say, this will never happen again in our country. They still lied about it. They investigated themselves. They were the judge and the jury in their own case. And they set themselves free. All of them. There is nothing. With that in mind, the simple question we just need to ask ourselves now in this campaign period. Everything. I listened to Mr. Alex. Not all of it because I joined maybe midway. But see, the simple question is this. If you want to do all of this thing, restructuring, please challenge them. I challenge Mr. Tinubu. I triple dare him and everyone in his administration. That thing you are promising to that you want to do after election, send the bill to the National Assembly tomorrow. You are ready to do it. Why wait after election?
Nigerians were just too, politically speaking, we're just too naive. That is the mildest way to put it. Tell him, let's ask Mr. Tinubu, send that bill to National Assembly tomorrow. If it is so dear to you, if you know that is what, send it to the National Assembly tomorrow. Because it will not serve your purpose now. The Police Act, because you know that there is a possibility that it will serve your purpose before the election, you quickly rush it to the National Assembly. They did first and second reading same day. They pass it within a week because you believe that it will serve you a purpose. You want to, they still on it. They still want to rush it through somehow before the election. But because Nigerians spoke out, they are kind of relenting. So same thing goes with this, your restructuring or whatever you want to do. I triple dare you. It's a matter of national, it is something of urgency now. We need it. I beg you. I beg you, Mr. Tinubu and your cohort, please send it. After all, Akpabio is waiting for you. No question will be asked. He's just sitting there waiting. They will pass it for you. Since it is something that is so dear in your heart, send it today, send it tomorrow morning. But that's a lie. You have to gauge something. That's just measure it. Put a standard there. If they pass it, then you will know. This is the acid test. They will not do that. They won't do that because that's not what they want to do. So that's a lie. My brother here yesterday was talking about mercy. Nigeria is a merciless country. That country has no mercy. It's a hardcore, merciless country. God has a standard, and God does not go back on his own standard. You follow the standard of God, God will appropriate the blessing that follow it to you accordingly, even much, much more beyond. You see all these Western countries that they are so wayward. Many of them are so wayward. Morally speaking, they're so wayward, but still they are blessed because in many areas, in many significant areas, they are just following the rules of mercy in their lifestyle, in what they do, in governance. When you enter any Western country, you will see it. Some countries, they pay people monthly. Look at Nigeria, how they are rubbishing it. Is that how you want to, or you want to steal?
Mr. Jonathan,
yeah.
what you just said now, honestly, God Almighty will bless you. God will bless you in all ramifications. Peter Obi said that Nigerians, we think we believe in God, but it's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. We don't. It's a country of lies. Believe in God. And what you just said now, people may not understand what America is founded on. America is founded on the principle of the Bible. Go ahead, sir.
Not even, not even only United States of America. Enter Germany. People are listening. There are people from Germany that are on this platform right now.
I'm number one. I am here.
Yeah. Enter Germany. When you enter Germany today, look at their social welfare system there.
No comparison. No comparison at all.
We're buoyant. When you say buoyant, when you say something is buoyant,
up on taking care of dogs. Taking care of dogs.
The buoyancy is second to none. The way they pay people monthly, they've been doing it for God knows when. They take care of people. It doesn't mean that you will still not have the poor there. The poor, they are still, so when you enter Germany today, you will see, but the government take it to heart. Millions, if not billions, in fact, euros being budgeted annually to take care of the people. If there is, just look at it, and they are being blessed. That is how God works. You follow the principle, God will appropriate the blessings to you accordingly. But in Nigeria, where in every street there is a church or a mosque, is where they're so merciless. Why is it now that Mr. Tinubu is coming out saying that he's giving 800 million naira to widows because of election. Widows of military officers and police officers. Is it now? Is it now that you know that they are widows? God cannot be mocked. You cannot mock God. That's why there's no blessing around that one, because you are just doing it for selfish purpose. You are mocking God, and God can never be mocked. Because of election, you're now distributing money to widows. Those are the people, one of the people that is in the heart of God, the center of God's heart. Widows is one of them. Is this how to take care of widows? Is this how? Because of election? Because of election, right? Merciless people. Look at bosses, look at cars all over the place. Because of election. They're talking about $1 billion. Nigerians don't fall for this. It will be, in fact, I believe so that Nigerians have gotten there, and I know no matter what they do now, it will not work. The only thing they have to do, they have to read. These people are ready to bankrupt Nigeria because of this election. They have just started. You will see. You will see. Come October, November, you will see the kind of money these people will be throwing out, because they will see that as they are throwing it out, it's not working. As they are throwing it out, it's not working. Yes. And it's not going to work. You can't fool Nigeria. At this point in time, Nigerians cannot be fooled further. You can't fool them further. See, Mr. Tinubu, come out and talk to Nigerians. Come out and tell Nigerians what you have done and what you want to do after 2027. The man who wants to be president. Come out and talk to Nigerians. You refuse to do that. As if the people that are following you, they are animals. Animals are even better treated than this. You won't do that. Yet still, you want to be the president. You want to continue to be the president of the country. See, I just want to emphasize this. All this money they are dishing out now, Madam Tinubu just came out now, dish out another 800 million to widows. Where has this 800 millions be before? And come to even think of it, where did you get this 800 million from? They won't tell Nigerians anything. They are just running it as if it's a room and parlor company, as if it is their own family business.
Mr. Jonathan, my brother,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Does the office of the wife of the president, it's not constitutional? Why is it that
No,
she's
that
the
one,
one
my brother,
disbursing money?
don't even go back on that one. That one is no.
Which kind
That
of
one
wahala
is.
be this?
It's serious.
Let's not discuss ourselves with that one. That one is a no game, my brother.
How can she be distributing money?
He said it's a donors now. That is what he's claiming. He said it's a foundation, it's donor, not
My
federal
brother,
government
sorry,
money.
carry on.
He said donors. Mr. Alabu, please, Nigerians, don't fall for that crap anymore. If you have been before, please, this is the end of it. Don't fall for it. If the money being that Mrs. Tinubu is dishing out, distributing now like pure water all over the space now, and the money is coming from donors. Here's the simple question you will ask Mrs. Tinubu. Are you the only one in Nigeria that they are donating to?
Mr. Jonathan.
Is it? See, like we just have media. They just don't. And anyways, let me give it to the media today. Maybe they are attempting to get them. They refuse to show up. They refuse to respond to them, to come and talk. Because I don't know why. Okay, Mrs. Tinubu, go and talk to a woman. We have women journalists all over the place that will even be more liberal to you. Go and talk to them now. Appear and sit down as the first lady in your majestic role as the first lady. Let a woman interview you, woman to woman, woman for woman, women supporting women. Come out and talk to Nigeria so that they can ask you critical questions. Who are these donors? Who are your core donors? Who are your main donors? The money is just falling from heaven to you. Criminal activities. The people that are donating this money, are they paying taxes? Who are they? No name. No name donors. This is criminality, and they are accepting it. Where will you see that? Is it in the United States that you are donating money? You are doing this, you are doing that, and you will say it is donor. The more reason why journalists, they will dig. They will dig. Or is it in United Kingdom you want to try that? You are dishing out millions of pounds. Donors this, donor that, this. The British media will dig, they will dig you out where that money is coming from. They will know the root of it because they know that you yourself, you have no basis. There is no root. Where you are not a rich woman. I'm not talking of stolen money now. In the real sense of it, Mrs. Tinubu is not a rich woman. It is Nigerians' money that you are stolen money. You are not a rich woman. So how come they can go back and check your taxes for the last 20 years? People can do this. They can for the how much are you paying in taxes that will make you to be donating this kind of money? And then you turn around, you say it is donors' money. Who are these donors? We want to know them. At what point was this money donated? Do they file a report? Does it show in their taxes? Criminal country. Criminal ring. Full-blown criminals. Because if you are donating, it will show in your taxes that, yes, you donated. It's a good thing. Where are they? Who are these people? It's just the Nigerian media. They are not asked. They won't ask. Some of them because of brown envelope. Anyways, as far as 2027 is concerned, Nigeria, please don't be fooled. First and foremost, Mr. Tinubu must come out and sit down. Not once, not twice during this campaign. Mr. Tinubu must come out and talk. If not, see, in fact, to carry a label, a placard, and just give Nigerians name, just give them name, just one word. Just one word. Just one word. Let's cover it now. Let's cover. We will not unveil what that word is going to be. Maybe we are going to trash it. Maybe we are going to unveil it after January 2027. I pray, earnestly pray, that we will not unveil it. We will trash it. Because if Tinubu is returned, we will have no choice but to unveil that word. And that will be the word you will call Nigerians. After you call them Nigerians, then you call them that name. It is safe enough now to keep it. Please don't fall this time around. Don't fall for this trap. This is campaign season. I just want to urge NDC, Mr. Peter Obi, please put up your team. We have to say it the way it is. Your team is not there as we're speaking right now. Your full team, your media team, they are not there at all. This Tinubu government is giving you, is throwing it at you every day. They are giving you food to eat. They are just giving you campaign material. Your job is well cut out for you. But there are no people to pick it up, to deliver it. They are just throwing it out. Where do you want to start? Your job has been made. They are making it easy for you to campaign. But there are no people out there to do the job. So, Mr. Peter Obi, please. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I am begging the NDC, Mr. Peter Obi, please put out your team that will be there, out there, 24/7. let me leave it there. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. That was a wonderful submission. Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate you. I hope the message get to Peter Obi as well. Thank you, everyone. Let's hear from Oga Chris before Black Panther. Oga Chris, thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, Thomas and Mr. Landawas, good evening and happy weekend to you and your wonderful team. Thank you for a very good job, very effective job.
Mr. Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I don't know if Mr. Elvis will let me speak, but you can go ahead, sir.
Okay, if you want to give us our mandate, you can. You can
No,
actually
go ahead,
speak.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so I was just giving Mr. Elvis and his team their flowers that is so much deserve. Thank you so much once again. Mommy Diaspora, good evening and happy Friday to you. May the good Lord continue to bless you and your household and everybody that mean well for you. And everybody listening to us today, it's a Friday evening. Please remember to use the like and the share button and be part of this conversation. Be part of this discourse. If you are not on the panel, you've not called in, you can be on the comment section. You can engage further by using the like sign, the dollar sign, and all those buttons available there, the share button, all of them. Use all of them. That way, you are trying to engage and be part of this broadcast. And remember, like I was saying yesterday, this broadcast is going to take a different dimension in the next 5 months because of the need to be very, very available all through this campaign. And to be able to do this, Oga Nigeria Watch is trying to engage the services of two people. And these two people, they will be on salary because they are going to help Oga Nigeria Watch to ensure that we keep doing this, we keep doing it more effectively. And once in a while like this, broadcast can run far deep into the night, and that's what we usually call talk and go. And also, this campaign time during the day, news could just come out, the news that needs to be out there for everybody to discuss. There will be breaking news every time. So Ghana and Java obviously cannot do all these alone. So that's why we are trying to solicit for help in the payment of the salary of these people. There are so many ways that you can be part of this. You know how we do it. I think with time, a proper plan will come out. But for now, tentatively, I think what I've suggested yesterday is that if there could be something like an account where people will just pay in whatever you have. It doesn't have to be anything at all. It doesn't have to be once. Maybe today is on the second, you can put something. 5 days later, if you have anything, so that at the end of the month, we're able to raise something to pay this staff. So that's just by the wayside. Um, we talk about the politics for today. The only thing I'll have to say, I've been very, very deliberate in all my submission, and that's trying to focus more on what we are doing rather than what Tinubu is doing or what Tinubu is not doing. I say this with all sense of responsibility in the sense that Tinubu is just playing politics. I hope we know. Tinubu and his team, they are playing politics. They have come to understand that the Nigerian populace, they are usually carried away easily with emotions. So that's why they play on the emotion of everybody. Today, I'm very glad the way the panelists, the way they've tried to counter Tinubu and his antics. These things Tinubu is doing, the police, whatever, the restructuring, everything. Why now? Nobody is saying those things are not good. They are very good and effective, but why now? And secondly, can you really trust Tinubu to do the right thing? So whenever Tinubu comes up with anything like this, always know that he's not doing it for the good of Nigeria. He's doing it for just two reasons. First of all, to keep him and his cronies in power. And the second one, to amass as much wealth as he can. Check all his actions. Those are the only two reasons why he does everything that he does. Nothing more. Power and money. So because of that, for every action they come out with, we have to keep interrogating those actions. We have to keep interrogating those actions. That is why it breaks my heart every time you see journalists, people that are supposed to be bastion of knowledge, they keep supporting any little some seemingly achievement, they keep praising them. And I was glad that Rufai pushed back on Oji Okpe today. They released 160 people. You want to start clapping for the government. How long were these people gone? Where were these people harbored? Where were they kept? Where were they camped? And what method did they use in releasing these 160 people? And released from where? From who? Did they pay anything? Was there any ransom? Was there any transaction? Journalists of international repute like Koji Okpe wouldn't care, but they are quick to give Tinubu the praise. You see, yesterday we had a very long conversation. Black Panther was there again. I was there, and one other person was also there. Can't quite remember. We're just talking about governance, the issue of effective governance, talking about the issue of mercy, which Oga Jonathan mentioned earlier, empathy, the reason why we are the way we are. It is nothing other than that empathy, mercy. If you take those two key ingredients, they look similar, but they are actually different in a way. If you take them out of the equation, you can see that nobody will be able to govern well. Even if you have a dictator, I'm glad we've used that word severally here. We say benevolent dictator. You can see all these words, they are not they are registers, they are all interrelated. Benevolent, empathy, mercy. They all have their distinct meaning, but somehow they are all interrelated. If you take those key ingredients out of leadership, you can't really achieve anything. You may achieve something, but the people will suffer. The most dictatorial leader in the whole world, as long as that leader has empathy, the people he superintends over will definitely benefit from his leadership. Look at the guy in Burkina Faso. He might be a dictator, but his focus is on the people. He wants to better the lots of the people. He's empathic to the cause of his people. He's having mercy on his people. He's being benevolent to his people. Because the reason why empathy and mercy, why they are so different, is that mercy, you it's like you want to do something for somebody. But empathy, you are putting yourself in the shoes of that person. You see? So that's the clear-cut difference. But these are the things that our leaders lack. That is why somebody has copiously mentioned on the WhatsApp group that are Africans actually capable of governing themselves? Are we really capable of doing that? Because I've said it severally, you can't seem to find how many of we, 52 nations, 52 nations, and none of them is among the first world nation. If I say first world, proper first world, it's not countries that you have the metropolis, the capital city, and just drive 2 kilometers away. Start seeing people living as if they are living in the Stone Age. So it's the same thing we have across the continent of Africa, the black world in general. So if we just put that aside, you see, the whole idea of this presentation is this: whatever Tinubu is doing, the NDC and all of us, we all have to have a strategy, the proper strategy to counter them. This is election period. It's not just about saying Tinubu cannot do this, Tinubu cannot do that. I saw the billboard of His Excellency Peter Obi that were removed from Lagos. I think by now there ought to be a repercussion for doing that in every way. There has to be propaganda in the news media. There has to be the matching of action to action. If they remove her from Lagos, then the Tinubu's billboard, they will also remove Tinubu's billboard. from wherever the NDC has their own, wherever seems to be their own catchment area, if I can use that word in this instance. It's the same thing. They match them aura for aura. It's a balance of terror, it's a balance of violence. Because at the time you leave these people alone to keep doing what they want to do and we keep complaining, the circle will just continue. There's this popular Machiavelli. I might not be his fan, but there are so many things you see in his book. So you can achieve a lot with a kind word, but you can achieve more with a kind word and a gun. It's just trying to paint how the society works, especially if you are dealing with criminal-minded people like the APC, Tinubu and the APC. He has told us clearly, he doesn't need to say it again, that he's not going to roll out the red carpet. He's not going to take it easy. He's not going to make it easy for the opposition to defeat him. And he said, in politics, everything is fair. So what else, in all sincerity, what else are we looking for? What speculations, what conjectures do we want to make again about his true intentions? It's no time to start thinking, oh, probably he's going to give us a fair and fair election. It's not going to be possible. The man has demonstrated in all his glory that this is who I am. So we have to take him like that. We have to treat him as the criminal that he truly is. Because if not that, how can you tell me only you want? We don't know the school where you go. We don't know your date of birth. We don't know your anything. Nothing about you. Because you fell from heaven. It ought not to be so. So people, the NDC, the people that love good government, our job is clearly cut out for us. And that job is ensuring that we bring somebody that has empathy, that has mercy, that has the feeling of the people. That is where His Excellency Peter Obi comes in. Look at the rest of them. Is the Atiku structurally and mentally is not different from Tinubu. The same thing with Buhari. These are evil men. These are men from the pit of hell. They were made and created in the image of devil, their father. But you can see how different His Excellency Peter Obi is. Even the journalists, everybody, they know. They know, but yet they still prefer not to sell him the way they ought to. Because these journalists you are saying, you see, yesterday there's one other aspect I have not talked about, ethnicity and tribalism. That is another dynamic we are not talking about. I just found out in 10 seconds. That's another dynamic we are not talking about. All these things come together. They are the problems that are militating against having somebody that can actually take this country to where this country ought to be. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Najawat.
All right. Oga Chris, thank you very much, sir, for your submission. I appreciate you and thanks for the initial speech concerning the platform and our plan prospectively. God bless you. Black Panther, my brother, it's good to have you on the show. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you, my brother. Make I go before
God bless you.
you.
Okay. Give us a mandate. Just okay. Go ahead now. Thank you.
Okay,
Sorry,
thank
Black
you very
Panther.
much. Truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, greetings to everybody on the platform. I thank everyone for their submission and their contributions. Thank you very much. It's a way to move our nation forward, and we are doing well. We are honestly doing well. We just need to intensify the efforts in what we are doing. And Mr. Elvis, I thank you very much. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for always coming out to do this. Panelists, thank you very much. Comment section, greetings to everybody. Mommy Diaspora, we greet you. Ms. Alice, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate you. Please, sir. We need you to join us frequently, so that way we can all put our voices together to get this going. Now, on the issue of the
Thank you, my brother.
CNG box, the issue of restructuring and whatever Tinubu wants to do. Yoruba will say that Iwo ilaro karogbon sunkun omo. That means it is now morning. Is it the time for an old lady to be crying for baby? Tinubu, you had 3 years or you have 4 years. You are almost winding down as the most failed president in the history of Nigeria. You are bound to wind down your failed government, your failed administration. In the history of Nigeria, I've not seen the presidency of this type. But you can compare him to Buhari because he said that him is Buhari and Buhari is him. No country on the face of the earth should run like Nigeria, where the government of the country use propaganda and media miscreants to deceive his own people. A government that has no plan, has no agenda. Every time you hear them speak, it is lie. It is not only restructuring that they are talking about. Some days ago, they said they want to give money for cancer and all that because one of the actors that eventually supported this man died because of cancer. Now you ask them, where is the cancer? Where is the money? Where is everything? Nothing. I have not seen in any part of the world where you will see a government of a country is the one using propaganda to rule his people. Tinubu has ruled Nigeria for the past 3 years plus with propaganda. Subsidy is gone is a lie. They are still paying subsidy. Nail fund is a lie. No nail fund. Coastal highway to fraud is a lie. Nothing is happening. Sokoto Baragri Express Road is a lie. This government just come. They come to steal, they come to kill, and they come to destroy. And Nigerians, the only way to get them out is to ensure that we are angry enough to want to demand a change. And the only viable option among them all, because when you compare Atiku and Tinubu, there's no difference. Peter Gregory Obi is the man that has the blueprint because he won the last election, but INEC read the last election. So tell me, in which country have you seen where things operate like this? These guys don't have respect and regard for humanity. Tinubu, his wife, and the people that work along with them has no regard for humanity. These guys, as a matter of fact, they don't have a regard for human life. These guys don't care about their people. So Nigerians, they will promise you heaven on earth now because they know that their time, they have but only a short time. They are like the devil. Jesus Christ told us that the devil knows that he has only but a short time. Tinubu knows that he has only but a short time, and he's going to do everything possible to want to deceive gullible Nigerians. But it's my duty, it's your duty to educate Nigerians. The food that they didn't give you for the past 3 years, they want to bring them out now. The money they didn't give for the past 3 years, they want to bring them out now. You ask them, where did you keep all of these things? Tinubu will know you. You are a failure. The only thing for you to do is to go back home, whether to Iragbeji or to Lagos. But either of these two, you are not a citizen of Lagos State. You are not a citizen of Osun State. Only God can tell us where you come from. So Nigerians, let's not stop fighting. The fight is getting fierce. Peter Obi is winning ground. Like I said here some days ago, hunger is already campaigning for you. Insecurity is campaigning for you. The students,
tuition fee is campaigning for you. Bad roads is campaigning for you. We only have to ground our people. Let's get our family members. Let's get them to go and vote and defend their votes. In Nigeria is possible, and it's possible today and tomorrow under Peter, Gregory Obi, and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
All right, my brother, but give us a minute. Thank you so much for your submission. Okay, final submission after Black Panther. Black Panther, talk to us.
Thank you very much, my brother. I'll be very fast, by the grace of God. I want to thank everyone that are here today. I want to thank the Mr. I want to thank all the speakers. I want to thank Mom in Diaspora and everyone, the family of Nigeria Watch National, everyone, wherever you are. Thank you very much. I want to say here that Nigeria is not a country. I want to start with that so that your mind will be in a state, because it's state of fighting to get it back. See, Tinubu is a man you need to really understand. It's like a book. Tinubu is different from the politicians in Nigeria. The only thing that makes them look similar is looting. But the modus operandi of Tinubu, you got to understand it very well. Very, very well. Tinubu will not use something that knows that will lock him down to persuade you. He will rather use something that will make you go angry and emotional to move you. Or you people say it's distract you. Yes. That is why I agree with Brother Chris. We should put aside emotion now and look at it tactically. If there's something you don't need to speak on, push it aside. Focus on the major thing of election, the awareness, and interpreting all the discussion, counter them, and let's move forward. As we are speaking, things will come out from every word, from the abundance of the word you have inside of you. A lot of positive things will come out of it, and we'll speak on it. The reason why I'm saying this is that Mr. Alex brought a word here, which is not supposed to bring in. Because you have to know the genesis of that thing, and you got to, manage informations. And you manage information very well. You see, folks on the people coming together to talk on Nigeria issue. That was not a Tinubu thing. It wasn't a Tinubu thing. It was Professor Onyaku that has been doing it for the past how many years. He has been speaking on it, and they are doing it, and they want to do it because they know that this election is very, very visible that it might possibly go to Obi's side, because the people have seen and they are monitoring the emotional, things of the Nigerians, and the Nigerians are moving according to what they are reasoning. Nigeria is moving to the right path. They are now waking up and seeing it very clearly. That one is not a distraction, because they didn't even announce that they are going to do that. We didn't know about it until when we started. Even the media is not even speaking about it. So we should be very tactical in that. It's not a distraction. Let them do what they want to do. If Obi comes in, they present the whole document, because they are using both. They are not starting a new conference. They are just taking the accumulations of what they had in the OBJ conference and the one they had before this one. So that is what they are doing. They are putting everything together in the documentation. They are not starting it all over. They are documenting it, putting it in a white book so that they can present it to the next president coming in. And they probably, what they are reasoning is to be, because I've listened to those that are there. Those that are there cannot be distracted by Tinubu, cannot be paid by Tinubu. I know some of them. Person like Professor Onyaku, the former Commonwealth boss, he cannot be distracted, neither can Tinubu pay him. He's a professor that knows what he wants and he knows the Nigeria history enough and he wants the Nigeria. This is just his last thing he's going to do on earth, like he said, before he demarches. So he's trying to do everything possible that this document presented to one president for them to look at it so that we don't wait. They said they don't want to waste money because the document on the table on Nasoye and GJ with the one they had before, they had three, they have had this second one they are having. So they are just documenting, put it together. What you hear is just rectification of the documentation that they've done. So let us put that aside. It's positive for us, and anything we work together for our good. Let's not distract people by bringing those issues in. Let's learn how to manage our information. That is what I got to say in that aspect. Now, I want to talk about Tinubu's wife. Tinubu is dangerous. He's a drug peddler, and drug people do not think the way we think. They think they are immortal. They think they are immortal, and they don't think that they will die. They think that they are God on earth. That is why you see them, they do things without empathy, without emotion. They do it with authority. And who is the authority? They are the authority. That is how they look at themselves. So when you say they are devil, that is you are just, you are being very, very, very kind, using a kind word. Like what my brother was saying, using a kind word. But what you see, they have their own dynamics, which is different from our own dynamics. Therefore, let us focus on what happened today, and let us speak on what Randy Peter spoke on. I think I will speak on that issue at the next time I'm giving time to speak. Thank you, Nigeria, for everything, because I noticed one thing. I have researched a little bit on it. There's something happening. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. God bless you. Okay, guys, I appreciate every one of you. We're going to do just 2 minutes so we can round up on time today, please. Okay, let me come to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, please, your 2 minutes, your final submission, please, if you are there. If you are not there, then we should go to Alex Adopikin. If you are there, sir, your 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother, and I thank everyone for your wonderful submissions, and we are all on the right path. We are on the good side of history. We just have to come together on the points that really matter and get this thing done for ourselves and for the generations yet unborn. The momentum is on our side. Things are happening already. The empire is crumbling, and it's definitely going to fall. So we should not let maybe they throw jabs at us or with their propaganda, whatever. It's going to be there. We should be ready for it. If we have to stop at every junction where we are distracted, we will never reach our destiny, our destination. So please, I will urge everyone, whatever information you have that will buttress our point, that will make the people more energetic. They already have the momentum, or we have the momentum already, that will push it till we come to our final goal. Nigeria is going to be great again. I strongly believe that God is on our side. And if God stands for us, no matter who they are, no matter what they plan, we are definitely going to overcome. It might sound, it's the same rhetoric every time. We are getting there. We are getting there. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Yes.
Alex Adopikin. God bless you, sir. Thanks for coming in today. We appreciate you. Mr. Alabo, your 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Alabo, you are not there. Mr. Jonathan, if you are there, sir, your 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Elvis, let me quickly round up on this. I'll just add to what I said earlier, talking about the Nigerian people, what they should do January 2027. They should not fall into that category of people who does not know what they want. We will not do, if that should happen, Nigeria will not be the first of such country or countries. A spectacular example is that of the United States. Is that of the United States, the 2004 presidential election. George Bush, first term, running for the second term in office in 2004. Everybody wanted him out. Against all odds, George Bush won that election. The UK media, the next morning, that is, I believe it was the Daily Mirror, one of the most influential tabloid in United Kingdom, came out in their headline, sold out in the morning of that day. This was the headline. I hope, I'm praying this will not be the case of Nigeria. The tabloid, the Daily Mirror, said, how can 59 million people be so dumb? That is the number of people that voted for George Bush. 59 million, not up to 60 million, but 59 million something something. You can fact check me. 59 million something something voted for George Bush in 2004 election. And the next morning, the Daily Mirror said, how can 59 million plus people be so dumb? And we saw what happened between 2004 and 2008. Because this is United States of America, the entire world economy was almost brought down. That was the consequence. So there is a price to be paid, Nigerians. This, we're talking of United States here. When they made that mistake, and the UK media got it well the next morning, not 2 days later, not 2 months later, not 1 year or 2 years later, the next morning after that election. How can this number of people be so dumb? Nigerians don't be in that box come January 2027 because the consequences. United States is a vibrant economy, a buoyant, strong economy, was at the verge of collapse because they refused to listen in 2004. Nigeria does not have that backbone. We don't have that backbone. If you make this mistake, we don't have that backbone that United States has. Oh. Enough. A word is enough for the wise. We'll leave it there for today. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much, sir, for coming to put your voice to this today. God bless you. Thank you. Oga Chris, please, your final submission.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Ninja Watch. Jonathan, I remember that that famous quote from the Daily Mirror. The CNN actually took it a step further. They have to do a transcript of it and try to break it down. They said they were also doing it for people that are so dumb to understand what they have done. That's journalism. Maybe we have talked before. You see, these journalists, they are a very big part of the problem we are facing in our country. The kind of questions they ask, they pretend as if they are not in the country. They say they are trying to be balanced, but yet they don't come out with their independent findings. For example, we understand if you have a guest, if you have article, for example, you can ask him basic question, but if he's gone or before he comes, you can put out your own independent findings about article, about everything he has said. But once these people came to make different claims, they just allowed them to go and nothing is said about those claims again. That's the nation we've come to meet. Well, people, something is very clear. I'm going to say a sentence today, but it's going to sound controversial. Today, His Excellency Peter Obi is the president of Nigeria. Today, Tinubu is also the president of Nigeria. You know what that means? It means if we have a free and fair election, Peter Obi will be the president straight away. But as it stands, Tinubu is the president. And Tinubu is not going to allow a free and fair election. So we cannot sit and be expecting that there will be a free and fair election so that His Excellency Peter Obi will stroll to power. It's not going to work like that. We are going to work to mitigate everything. Because the thing is that the presidency is for the NDCs to lose. It is the NDC that will lose the presidency. Because as at now, talk to people, look at 1 million march Tinubu people, APC, they did in Delta State. You can't even find up to 10,000 people there. I'm saying 10,000, not even up to 1,000. But look at anywhere His Excellency goes. Look at the crowd. Look at the people, the sheer number of people that wants to vote this man. So the summary of this concluding part of this broadcast is this. Look, whatever we will do, whatever it takes, we must have to do it to ensure that the votes are counted, the votes are protected. Getting the vote, I'm very sure that will not be an issue. But if we don't do that, sorry for everybody, Tinubu is going to continue. And talking about Tinubu continuing, don't forget the plea that we made at the onset of my presentation. And like I said yesterday, you are going to be hearing that often and often and often. It is election time. We have to be active. Everybody have to make that sacrifice, no matter what it takes, no matter what we are able to contribute. Thank you all and good evening. Domo sir, Mr. Niger Watch, for the opportunity to add my voice to this discussion.
Thank you, God, Chris. God bless you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you. Black Panther, your final submission, sir. Okay, you are not there.
I beg, let Alex speak, I beg. I'll speak
We are
last.
rounding up now. Give us a mandate. We are finished. We are done. We are rounding up now. Give us a mandate. Final submission if you are still there. Second time calling you. All right, guys. We come to the end of the broadcast. I appreciate every one of you, my people. I want to thank everyone that came into the panel today. I don't really want us to stay that long today.
Let somebody else go, Mr. Elvis. Thank you.
No. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming in, Mr. Alex Edopeke and my brother Alex as well, the two Alexes. Thank you, our Dream Nation, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you, Black Panther. Give us a mandate. I appreciate you all, and thank you, Madam Debbie, for calling in as well and for that wonderful submission. Thank you for the super chat earlier on, Adewale and Madam Debbie. Thank you so much. My mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, Mommy. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Abu Azim, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, Michael. Abba, Oga Pansat in the comment section. Oga Pansat, I say they don't give a chieftaincy title for that comment section. You know, Oga Pansat, I say don't give chieftaincy title for them. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, Uyi Desmond. Thank you, Mr. Johnson, the Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Stella Maseredo. Thank you, everyone right there. I appreciate you all. Let's continue from where we stop. Thank you, Oga Michael Ganemaro. Thank you, sir. Let's continue from where we stop tomorrow. Fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to speak truth to power. We are already trying to drag or draw what might likely happen in 2027, you know, to the attention of so many listeners. So at least everybody should be prepared. You know, Tinubu is supposed to, by all means, be a one-term president. That's it. You know, anything second term for this man, we will suffer. Let's have that in mind. Anything second term, we are finished. We are going to be in big trouble. You know, I appreciate to all my people. Now here we draw the curtain. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Take care. Good night. Bye for now.
Isu kama na legend
me ye rula meba. Atuma e bijo cycle ndaba nyo. What them on them? Abama ndaba. Basolo e bok dapa ndaba nyo. Baba tijo blow. Blow blow. Kiri blow, kiri biao, wamase. What you be bros? Blow blow. I was a tell a banye. That you the bros were matter ndaba. Chicken bros of West Africa ndaba. General important. Glass dealer, ndaba. Mike merchandise, electronics dealer. John Anyeye, Pia Wandem. Anyeye Toyota Crown. Woma, Omego. Edi Kwanza, mio, mio. Edi Kwanza, mio, mio. Edi Kwanza, mio, mio. Isukamana neje, mio. Onye mbisanye efi anya m ojiri aka gbaji nwanne umeku bịa apụ umeku ndamare ya tisike wosuji Philip ọdị onye mma cheye echeske wosuji traditional prime minister Any contractor, Ajerobia, Pia one them. Ajer contractor, Ushimano, where hanging. Get the